Poo Pikachu.
Not again.
We're going to do it again.
Welcome to Third Room Podcast.
Episode 92.
It looks the exact same as when before he hit start.
Hey.
What's up?
Almost at 100.
Almost creeping up.
What are we going to do once we pass 100, though?
God, who knows? Creeping up on 200.
Yeah, we got to come up with something new here to say every week.
101. Almost is 200.
That's a long time, bro. 92 episodes.
I've been saying it since, what, 70?
Or like 60.
20.
No, probably around 70.
I mean, 50 was new, and then I guess it probably wore off to about 70.
It was close to 70, I think.
Yeah, it was around 70. That's 30 weeks.
Kirsten
straight.
started on episode 9.
Yeah.
Ah.
Kent, when did you start? Like
27?
27.
Ooh, shit.
Isn't it crazy? It's like somebody watched y'all, like, they're like, oh, Tristan Joyner made a podcast. Wonder how long this is going to go. Now we're 92 episodes deep.
92 weeks in a row.
Look.
Well, not in a row. We've had a couple.
Really more than that.
We had a couple bye weeks, but
Yeah.
Now fucking look at us.
Hey, there's got to be an off season at some point.
hey, there's some people that do their podcast in seasons. But,
Yeah.
But the thing is, with the podcast game, there's so many people that do it every week or twice a week.
Yeah, you're just
That
never
if you take 3 months off, people are not coming back to pick your shit up.
Well, you got to like pick up, like, you got to set what kind of podcast you're going to do.
Yeah.
And there's different like categories. Like, a season would be good for telling a story.
Yeah, like murder mystery stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, true crime, all that good stuff.
But then you got those true crime podcasts that they put shit out once a week.
Those
or
bust
twice a
off,
week.
dude.
But, yeah, I love true crime podcasts.
I
Those
haven't been able
those
to
are good.
find a good one.
Bro, I got a
don't
few for
don't
you.
tell me on here because we don't want people to go listen to other podcasts.
Hey, I'm just saying, I live by a few of them. I'll tell you when we get done.
All right, bet.
But yeah,
you got to be like Dave Chappelle to like have seasons or something like that. You got to be somebody that's already got it, not really worried about it. But
like Joe Rogan, I don't like to listen to every episode.
But there's some people.
There's infinity that are like, there's infinity episodes, so like you can go find whatever you want to watch.
He's on like number 1730 or something like that.
It's like timeless information too.
Yeah, anybody that you know, because he talks to everybody, so it's like if
That's
you
what I
want to
do.
hear an astrophysicist, you can go through the list of astrophysicists.
I've before like it was some celebrity that I like knew that I wanted to listen to, and so I listened to it, and I was cleaning the house like with my earbuds in because like I was vacuuming and shit, and so like it went on to the next one. And it was some scientist talking about how there was actually an ancient civilization in the rainforest that we didn't know about until like not so long ago, and all this, and I was like, this is fucking awesome.
You talking about the Sentinelese?
I don't know what the guy's name. I don't know.
People.
I can't remember what
The
they're called.
Sentinelese, because you need to check that out if you haven't.
Because
it's a wild story.
Yeah, they're like
been
they're still
untouched.
ancient.
Yeah,
it's the Sentinelese.
Well, no. There was an ancient civilization that was there that was like the size of like, what was it? He said a country, and it was not the United States.
There's a tribe though that lives on some place, and they've
it's the island of
away.
Sentinel. Like that's still a thing.
They haven't been reached by civilization, and it's actually like illegal to go there.
Yeah,
because they will fucking murder.
Like,
you.
just
we
few
flew
years
some
ago-
drones over, and they took a picture, but they speared the drones that flew over.
Just a few years ago, this like missionary guy went out there and he was trying to bring them stuff, and they took it and then they killed him.
But to be fair, some guy looks completely different than you.
I mean,
also,
absolutely.
yeah.
They don't know. They're just primal, dude. They're
It's like if some guy you don't know brought you a fruit basket to your door and he just walked in your house, you'd be like, who
they
the fuck
are
you?
like, dude. Could you imagine you just drop them off at like fucking Atlanta?
In New York City. Just
Oh
in the
my
middle.
god.
They'd probably kill themselves in like 3 seconds. Like this is pretend.
No, they're literally living like cave people. Like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
haven't
They don't know what
trained.
the outside world looks like.
Could you imagine just dropping them off? Just, I would wonder what they'd probably just start killing people.
Make a Netflix series about it.
Oh my god.
And yet
We
the
could
thing,
probably write a movie about it.
is we have like a Survivor, and we like drop them off on an island where people are just already living,
That's
and we give them $1 million.
Legitimate Survivor.
We give them $1 million to win, and then like these people have like they just do like that 10 times over, and just
Everyday living.
yeah.
Well, in wake of Tennessee's shit show this past weekend, we will have top 4 things to throw on a football field.
Before we do that, I want to give a round of applause because we're actually all here at once.
Hey.
Well, I mean, I missed 2 weeks for COVID, so
Yeah.
I can't really
And
help
then he
that one.
missed, and then it's been like
Yeah.
a month.
I wasn't supposed to miss, but things
missed.
changed, so I didn't miss.
Everybody rotated. You weren't here, and then Christian wasn't here, and then I wasn't here. So now.
And then
Tristan's
it was
been
my
the
fault.
only person that's consistently.
It was my fault that we didn't record like 1 week, so I guess that's like 5 weeks straight.
Yeah.
We're back together, boys.
Hey,
The boys are backing down. Boys are backing down. Be a good intro song.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad we can't fucking do
They
it.
see
Then
him,
Lizzie hit us up.
I'll call
We
it.
should just send it. I mean, who gives a shit?
Copyright strike.
They'll just tear
Inbound,
down every bit that we have.
Yeah, be all right.
The empire we built.
Empire rebuilt.
Multi-hundred airs.
Oh, I saw a really good slogan for somebody else's podcast. It's like a sports podcast. It was "Win the water cooler." Oh, that's fucking badass. You know, like at work, it's like the office, like you stand around the water cooler. It's called like their slogan's like "Win the water cooler." I was like, that's badass.
So, I mean, we could just, this 1,000-air, empire we built.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of dollars. $1,000
Yeah.
we've put into this. I'd hate for somebody to rip it apart.
No.
What?
I was just looking at your hat.
Oh, what's it say?
No.
We'll
just
get
so-
caught up on some prior allegations or something.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably say some. Never mind.
No, stop.
Top 4 things. to
Top.
throw.
Okay, in the wake of Tennessee,
If
which
y'all-
honestly, do I agree with things being thrown on the field? No.
It's
Was
fucked
it funny?
up.
Yeah.
But if the refs fuck you enough times, they kind of get it.
If you don't know, Tennessee and Ole Miss was playing. It was fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. But call was made that could have been overturned. Tennessee fans didn't like it.
There was
too
multiple
much.
in that game, though.
The
Yes.
last one,
The defensive
But this
touchdown?
one,
What was that play?
yeah.
The defensive touchdown they had, they got
The
called
one that they
back?
got pissed about at the end.
It was they marked him short of the first down.
Yeah. It was close.
And
And the defensive touchdown too.
On like,
early in the game.
on like 4th and 27 or something.
That's a complete,
yeah, it was a good play. What they
Mhm.
did, and then but anyways, after they kept the call. After reviewing it, fans threw
All kinds of
water
shit.
bottle, a fucking mustard bottle.
I was about to say,
Oh.
before we get into this, what was your favorite thing you saw?
You
get
know
thrown
that
on the
mustard
field?
bottle probably
The mustard
wasn't.
bottle.
It
The
probably,
mustard bottle's
The
mine.
announcer
no.
was like, "Who throws mustard?"
He's like,
no.
who brings mustard into a ball
No,
game?
you know that probably wasn't mustard, right? It's probably like a flask somebody used as a
maybe.
mustard.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
they
true.
probably got it from the concession stand.
But
I'm sure.
in all honesty,
You ran up to the concession stand to throw it.
No, I'm saying like somebody was probably like one of the like I don't know if they're doing that, walking down the stadium selling shit.
that's got to be the most awful flask you could use, though, because that's just as suspicious as actually having a flask.
Well,
Correct.
but
Why the
if
hell do
you
you have
pop
a-
it in your boot or something, the metal detector's not picking it up.
True.
That's true. There's all kinds of other things, though, that are not
brain.
metal that you can
Yeah,
put it in
but
beside
like-
a mustard bottle.
Then you
on
get caught
glass.
drinking a fucking mustard. Then you look like a weirdo. I'm about to say weirdo. Oh well.
I feel like it was a flask, but I could be wrong.
Oh, let's get
Could
into
be
top
just a
four.
mustard bottle.
I'm thinking it was mustard ball.
I mean, it for sure was a mustard bottle, but was it a bottle with mustard in it? This is the question.
Ah, got him.
At some point, it did have mustard. in
At
it.
some point, it did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways, anywho,
well, if you had mustard, you think it'd have busted?
No,
no, you're not throwing it on fucking concrete. Throw it on grass.
You ever jump like out of a tree and hit grass? That shit hurts. It's still solid.
Yeah. I don't know.
you're not a mustard bottle.
Yeah, it's also a lighter object too. So I don't know. Fuck it. It's a mustard bottle. Big
Update.
bust.
Grass doesn't hurt.
Grass hurts.
If you're
Now it hurts.
If you're a
hollow-
fucking human
if
being,
you're
But think
hollow
about
in
it.
plastic, it probably doesn't.
I'm saying
hurt
for as
bad.
far as he probably threw it, and as far as it traveled.
Think about it. You throw. Think about it. A mustard bottle. You throw that on the like cement, it's gonna fuck up. It's gonna break and all kinds. You throw it on grass, it's not gonna break.
yeah.
Don't matter how high.
You
It's
wanna?
not.
We can.
It's not going. It's gonna be straight weight just
Yeah.
because of the weight of it.
You want to go grab a mustard bottle? real
Now,
quick?
a
How about you
human
doing?
being weighs a little bit more. It will fuck it up.
Yeah.
But think about it. Like you throw it down on grass, it's
It was
not.
just funny
it's
how
not
you.
gonna break.
It was funny how you presented that to begin with.
Well, no,
think
he
about it.
had to because it's like, why are we debating about?
He said,
this?
"Think about it. Concrete, it'll break.
It
Grass,
will.
It won't."
It won't.
It won't. It really
You've
won't.
dropped a mustard bottle out of your fridge before, right?
If
I don't.
know, probably-
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Actually, don't have mustard. We got to get a French's mustard bottle and throw it from
I
about
have,
4
I have,
stories.
and it didn't explode.
We got to throw it
everywhere.
from about 4 stories up on the grass. See if
It'll
it
just
breaks.
reach terminal velocity. It won't go any faster.
Exactly. It
than-
reach terminal velocity, and if it hits like on the top, it could break. Mustard go everywhere. Never know. We don't also don't know how soft old Tennessee's field is either.
We don't know if the Earth's really flat.
Well, we know it's not.
No, it's
Hey,
like
there's a lot of people that argue that.
There are, and they're weird. Top 4 things to throw on the field. Who's going first?
Are we sure? We sure? We got anything else we want to talk about?
Don't think so. Let's ease on
What
it.
about ketchup? What y'all think about ketchup bottle?
Okay, start with the fucking list.
Number one, a T-shirt. Your T-shirt that you have on.
I like it.
Throw it.
Throw that
Ball it up. It won't bust.
ground's too soft.
I bet you it won't break. What you got?
A shoe. Throw a
Damn,
shoe.
Shoes
That
pretty
was
good.
on my list.
Throw a shoe.
Shout out
I like the
Kadarius
shoe.
Toney.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I could see that's like.
He didn't throw it on the field. He threw it across the field.
I was gonna make a joke actually, and I forgot to make it. I was actually about to say Florida fans actually like that one. Lol.
Number one, I'm going with the classic water bottle.
Water bottle.
I mean, that's the most common thing you saw thrown.
This should have fucking killed somebody.
Full of water.
Full of water, and
Hell
you know,
yeah.
it's a fucking torpedo.
Dude.
And they didn't blow up either.
Did you see there was a guy standing on the field while this shit was happening? Somebody threw a full water bottle, hit a guy in the middle of the fucking field.
Now that's
straight in the face,
mean.
and it just
Oh God!
dude, it blew up in his face.
His
That's
face
mean.
mask?
That hurt.
No, it wasn't a football player. It was a
It was
guy.
like
It was a security guard. Hit him right in the fucking face. And
So when I was probably 7 or 8, 7 to 10 years old, somewhere around there, and we went to Talladega.
Dang, baby.
And Junior was leading. He had led like the last 20 laps.
Junior,
They're coming out of
He
turn.
got to do it at Dega.
They're coming out of turn 4. It's Junior in the front, Jimmy Johnson right behind him,
Wreck his ass.
and Brian Vickers behind him, Jimmy Johnson. Brian Vickers got into Jimmy Johnson's back end and pushed him into Junior's quarter panel. Junior spun out, coming up to the finish line in Dega. And they actually both, Johnson and Junior, spun out. Coming around the finish line, Vickers won, and everybody started chanting asshole, throwing fucking water bottles and shit.
Yes, sir.
Toilet paper. Shit went crazy, bro.
Toilet paper.
That is awesome.
Damn.
The
I couldn't find it.
And the
That shit
thing
was
is
crazy.
like, the fucking water bottle kills somebody going 200 miles an hour, go straight through their windshield.
Fuck yeah.
But, yeah, it was crazy. Everybody was chanting asshole. I was like 9 going like,
Asshole.
do I need to cover my ears? Or like,
Oh, I seen some wild stuff at Dega at like 11. You know.
yeah.
Dega, baby. I went to Talladega, and it was the most boring race I've ever seen. I mean,
No, I
it was
haven't.
awesome. I mean, it was dead ass. It was awesome, but like nothing exciting happened.
My granddad that weekend we got like
There was a big wreck, but that was it.
we got like the 3-day pass for like the dirt race and
Yeah.
then the truck race and the bush and the
That's cool.
yeah we got like all the
I mean, like, you know, you go to the NASCAR races, and like if something hugely dramatic happens, that it's probably like the craziest atmosphere. I mean, Junior.
Junior wrecking going into out of turn 4 and
Yeah,
everybody
that's
chanting
had to be
asshole.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, top 4. Number 2 for you, or number 1.
Number 1 for me, I'm going eggs. Biodegradable, but if you get them on you and you
You're
don't get
thinking
it off.
strictly safe things to throw.
I
on
forgot.
the-
I was. Oh, I am.
I
Like,
forgot to put that on my list. but
since I
was
saw it, the people throw shit on the Talladega track that day, and I'm like, shit can be dangerous when you throw shit at, you know.
I bet an egg at 200 miles an hour would be kind of deadly too. Then
Is it boiled, hard boiled, soft boiled?
it depends. If it could go through
Scrambled?
your windshield.
Frozen.
No,
that would fuck somebody.
yeah,
up.
that's gonna kill somebody. But yeah, you hit if you hit your target, and they don't get it off of them. It starts to smell like shit.
Mhm.
But it's like it's not gonna like hurt them or anything, you know. And then like the cleanup crew doesn't have much work to do. They just spray it down with a water hose. Is what it is.
Is what it is.
Yeah. So I'm going with egg for my number 1. I think it's overall the best, and it's also like you can have the best throwing motion with the egg too.
You got to show up to that game expecting to throw it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're not just hanging on to an egg the whole game.
Oh yeah, no.
Like the
but-
golf ball, somebody definitely was fucking around before the game
Yeah.
and just happened to have a golf ball.
What? Yeah.
Just happened, like off a rare chance. And I'm, can we just hold up a second and congratulate the shit out of whoever that was for hitting Lane Kiffin? What a
Did
throw!
it hit him or did it come right at his
It
feet?
hit him in the elbow.
What a throw!
Yeah. Lane
Congratulations.
Kiffin took it like a champ though. It's awesome.
Hell yeah!
Did you see? I was
the post game interview was legendary.
I was
he
looking
was
at-
like, "Hey man, these fans are fired up."
I was looking at Twitter, like yesterday or the day before, and you remember it's always like a mean picture, but where Janikowski got sent out to kick like a 75-yard field goal and it just never came close.
Mm-hmm.
That was Lane Kiffin on the or being the offensive coordinator for the Raiders, who sent. Or I don't know if he's OC.
I
but
seen that.
He
yeah.
sent Janikowski out there to kick that field goal, and then he got fired 2 days later. And he was like, "Can't believe it's been this long, man."
No, but like,
He goes, "What? Don't regret a single decision I made."
like the thing about like Lane Kiffin's post game interview was like, you know what? When you don't get your way, you get mad. It's a passionate group of people. I was like, way to say fuck you, Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, he's like, I ran this program into the dirt, and they still ain't recovered from it.
Fuck Tennessee.
That was my master plan all
It is
along.
Tennessee hate week.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That was my master plan
Get
all
your
along.
cigars ready for
Running them into the dirt, then come
need
back
to
and
buy
coach
one
them at, or
Me
coach
too.
against them at Ole Miss.
I'm gonna buy some cigars.
But well, see, part of the reason I don't have a
Cigar.
like it was shitty what the Tennessee fans did, but like at the same time, it's like we don't get any kind of clarification from the referees after the game. No, my bads. No, I fucked up. No,
Yeah, they
I'm
should have a
sorry.
fucking post game conference.
But it's the same guy that did the Arkansas Auburn game last year. It's the same guy that did the Memphis Mississippi State game this year, where they took the knee or where he downed the punt and they were just like, no, he didn't. And
No, he didn't.
and when Bo Nix spiked the ball backwards and they called it an incomplete pass and they blew the whistle and called it dead, it's the same guy that knew that was doing that game. Like, he's fucked up multiple games, like big time fucked up.
They
multiple
picked him
games.
up off the street.
And,
Well,
Sounds like.
they should have like a post game press conference.
Yeah.
you should also be able to do like college or like high school and just be able to scratch somebody. You can scratch a referee and like on high school baseball, you can scratch a guy and like I don't want him doing another one of our games.
Yeah,
But I mean, you got to take it pretty seriously. Like it's got to be like a
pretty big deal.
yeah. It can't be like oh he just
I
fucked
just
up
don't
a
like
couple
him.
calls.
We
yeah.
lost. He was umpire.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't matter what referee you got when you played HA. You got fucked by them, especially there.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
You
You ever heard of face guarding
in football?
in football?
Yeah. You can't run in front of them, put your hands up like
Well,
that.
they
and
called
never
that
turn
on
around.
us. Never heard of it in my life, and they got called on us.
I'm not a real football fan.
Number 2, a beer.
A beer,
Yeah.
a beer ski.
Sling a beer on the field.
But you're wasting that like $6 beer.
I mean, you're also wasting a $6 bottle of water, too, if you're thinking about that at a ball
A
game.
bottle of water's $5.50 now.
Oh,
okay.
Excuse me. You should get a couple sips out of the beer.
Do you throw it open or closed?
It depends. Do you get it in a cup or do you get it in a can?
If you
or-
got it in a can, do you throw it open or closed? If you throw it closed, you fucking kill somebody.
If you hang on to a closed beer at a ball game, there's like you're probably
Well,
a psychopath.
Like you
'cause
got the beer and you're walking back and you get to your stands, you see they fucked up the call,
you crack it open and take a good swig, and
and then
throw
you sling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the open one, it'll hurt, but it won't like. That's not attempted murder. You throw a full like closed beer can, I feel like that's attempted murder.
I know we were at the rodeo and they were slinging beers,
Buddy,
and
yeah.
Riley Green said, "I'm gonna tell y'all something. You're having a good time. If you hit my mom, I'm gonna beat your ass."
My mom was right up here up front.
He said, "I'll come off the stage and beat somebody's ass."
Yep.
Boy, we were fucked up.
They were slinging beer, buddy.
Oh, we looked and we were like, I'm glad we're not that far.
It
up
sold
there.
out
I
in
was-
2 days.
I'm glad we were where we were.
Yeah.
We were like the perfect spot.
I've got to a point now. I don't need to be at the front of
I'm
a
never
concert.
going to the front of a concert ever again. I'll stand in the back.
I
happy
can go
and
get
drunk.
beers. I can go to the bathroom. I can go to pisser.
We stood like the middle back
Yeah.
at the Co-Western concert in Birmingham. It was pretty chill.
But anyway,
Anyway, go ahead.
My number 2, a half-eaten hot dog.
Oh man, yeah.
Throwing-
I had
throwing-
hot
Not a
dog
full
on-
one, half-eaten.
throwing
Just-
half-eaten wieners.
Yeah, I feel bad for the person like 8 rows in front of you that you just fucked with ketchup, because as soon as you slung that shit, all the ketchup and mustard, whatever was on it, just slung straight down on them. You hate to see it, but
Can you imagine if you just like you're a coach, and you turn around and get hit in the or you're a player and it just like
Smoked
lands
in
in
the
your face
face.
mask and then you get just like lands there. Then you get COVID from it.
oh,
That would fucking
God,
suck.
That's crazy.
But yeah, just get a wiener hit you right in the face.
Wiener.
Half-eaten hot dog.
Because you know you're gonna smell that. Like
Half-eaten hot dog.
you're gonna smell that the rest of the day.
Oh,
Until
yeah.
you go to wash your face, you're gonna smell that wiener.
Yeah.
Absolute. My number 2 is gonna be
Smell
a shooter, a little shooter bottle.
Yep.
Shooter ball.
You know, everybody's
Yeah.
got those in their boots
Oh fuck.
at a football game.
SEC game.
I went to Auburn Texas A&M a few years ago, and me and my buddy were sitting in front of like a group of like they're probably like in their 30s maybe of women, and then like their mom or something was with them too, and like we're sitting there, we're having a good time, whatever. And when I turned around at one point, and they're just pouring fucking shooters of vodka in their cups, and I'm like, I did not expect you guys to just be fucking hammered, but they were.
Trash.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They do that.
like they had like a teacher vibe to them, you know.
Yeah, I think shooters would be funny. I mean,
Yeah.
that's easy to throw, lightweight, go a long way. You smoke somebody in the head with that.
My number 2. It's for if your coach is fucking up, like your coach, and just been terrible. Like kind of like it was stale at the end of the Gus when I was on air.
Yeah.
You know, throwing job applications on the field.
That is funny,
Fuck
bro.
yeah.
Or like
Because you already know your coach is
that's
kind of
kind
fucking
of
up.
equal to like the for sale sign of their house.
Yeah.
That is fucking.
But like you know, like we went to the Auburn Alabama game last year, knowing it probably wasn't going to be much anything unless it was just like you know the planets aligned.
Yeah.
And it was like you know you print a couple of like jobs applications off for McDonald's and shit before you go, and then you can either like depends on where you're sitting, you can turn them into a paper airplane, you can throw paper balls, whatever. But yeah, I feel like that'd be funny.
That would be hilarious.
And then like you know because it hit the news at some point, the clinic crew's going to be like
somebody's
they were
gonna
throwing
open it up. And like, oh
They
shit!
were throwing job applications.
Fuck yeah.
Number 3, dip cup.
Dip.
Oh,
that's fucked up.
Oh, you're just an asshole.
What you do is you barely tighten the lid so it pops off when you hit somebody.
You're just an asshole.
Gets all over them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an asshole if you start to throw shit anyway. So you're already across the line there.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
I was taking out trash one time when I was service tenant. And I went to grab a trash bag, and when I did, it was just I got a handful. Because people, they'll like say the trash can's like where this stool's at, and they're sitting here. They'll try to spit to the trash can, and sometimes that shit just lands on the side of it.
Yeah.
I went to grab it and just got a handful of dip spit, and I wanted to fight somebody.
Yeah. it
I was
pissed
like,
me off.
the nearest person I see with dip in their mouth, I'm just swinging immediately. You could be across the fucking hanger, but if you're the closest one, I'm just swinging immediately. My number 2 is job applications.
That's great.
This Kent's number 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dip cup.
Dip
Oh yeah,
cup,
it was,
that was
Christian's
Yep.
number 3.
That's my number 3. He said a can of beer. I said a full can of beer.
So you are the
Attempted
guy
murder.
that's trying to kill somebody.
Attempted murder.
Full can of beer. Fuck it.
You sail it and accidentally hit Nick Saban that was jogging across the field to shake hands.
I'm throwing it away from Nick Saban.
Did you see
Full can of beer.
when the Texas A&M when they were all going on the field and all? You know, Nick Saban was being escorted off by like 4 state troopers.
Yeah.
Did you see the girl that was like she wasn't running at Nick Saban, but she was running close enough to him? She just got fucking trucked by a
By a
state
state
trooper.
trooper.
Like he saw her coming, he took like 2 steps and just boomed her ass.
I like
got
it.
And then he
together.
almost fucking broke his hip on that damn that line cable going across the
Yeah.
field.
Yeah. But it was hilarious because you could tell she wasn't running at him. She didn't even realize who it was,
Yeah.
like who he was there. But he saw it coming, and so he just went ahead and took the initiative. Like I'm not going to try to catch somebody running at me.
He
I'm
wasn't no
just gonna-
small dude either.
No,
He's
he's
big.
probably 6'2", 6'3", easy.
Yeah. Which you can look tall standing next to Nick Saban, so.
I look tall and stand next to
Yeah.
him. I'd still probably be a little terrified. Anyway, is your number 3? He said attempted murder. for
I'm
his number
sorry. That was fucked up. Number 3 is gonna be ice.
Ice.
That's a
Slinging
solid
some
one.
ice on the field.
You got a fuck ton of it too.
Yeah, like you probably got what are those 48-ounce cups?
Something
Just
probably.
loaded. Just
Now, that's where you're gonna not want the Sonic Ice and want like the big cube
yeah,
ice.
I feel you. Yeah,
Because the Sonic Ice is it might get there, but it's gonna be like a little.
yeah. but
You
pebbles.
want.
You take a cup full of ice, sling it. It's gonna get somebody's attention.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's gonna look cool.
Yeah.
You should be able to see the whole way. Love it.
My number 3. One of yours, I know what one of yours is, and it kind of goes along with that. It's the exact opposite, actually.
Okay.
A flashlight. Just be funny.
A flashlight.
A flashlight.
It would
Hell
just,
yeah.
it would just be funny.
Hell,
Yo, I didn't
yeah.
even think about that.
That's tough to.
You're gonna fuck
sneak
somebody
in
up
there.
though. Yeah, I mean, how you get a flashlight in there?
And then you throw it in your boot, bro. You get some big ass boots.
Walking in clown shoes with a fucking flashlight in your boot. Nasty bitch.
You nasty bitch.
Nah, bro, you just strap that bitch on.
Yeah, this guy's got a
This
monster.
dude's got a fucking donkey.
See what I
Man's
said?
got a hammer on him. What'd you just
He
say?
was asking how you get it in. At first, I said in your boot. I said, nah, bro, you just strap that bitch on.
Fucking hammer.
Oh no.
Is it you throw a used one?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you got to strap it on that way, then yeah, it's gonna be used. I was on TikTok and I saw a toe mater one. I don't know
Oh, I
why.
did
It was,
too.
it was a
I did too.
it was a collectible
Yeah.
like toe mater.
Hey,
and
it's
he's
the
like,
Mater Baiter.
Yeah, it's the Vader Vader. Yeah, it was like, guys, this is the real deal, guys. You don't want to miss out on this one. This one's like he was like hyping it up.
And it's funny because like you think the For You page is like it's stuff you like, and so it's like a just that type of stuff pops up. Dude, I've never liked a single one of the videos. The candle from Beauty and the Beast popped up. Shrek popped up.
Okay, I haven't got.
Dude,
I'm
telling you, it's a different day. It's a different
This dude just
flashlight.
does reviews.
This guy's looking like Tony Stark in that cave building flashlights.
What the fuck?
Super rare. My number 4. This is just one. I mean, you're going to find it. It's a chair, whatever. The one of the stadium seats that's bolted down. If people's got the chairs folded out, sling it.
The fuck you sitting beside Chris Hemsworth?
What?
Just rip up a stadium? Oh, you mean
You can loosen them up and take them off.
Oh, okay.
You don't carry a screwdriver in your pocket when you go to a
You ain't
football
gotta
game?
use a screwdriver. They got wing nuts on them. You can just untighten the thing
I
because
didn't-
you can
I've
move
never-
them.
I don't guess I've ever looked to see.
Poor
Yeah.
boy.
Poor boy. What are you talking about?
You gotta pay extra money sitting in the
Oh,
seat.
yeah, I don't pay extra money for that shit.
The seats with the back on it.
Yeah.
No, we
The
bought
bench is better. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the bench is better because you don't get much room in the seat.
Damn.
Yeah. You're in there tight. They keep them tight.
My number 4, your friend's phone.
Oh,
Your friend's
fuck you,
phone
you fucking
ass.
Friend's
asshole.
phone.
No.
Yup.
I'm fighting you. I'm fighting.
Yeah, I mean somebody's getting fucked up over that one.
I'm pushing you shit in over
You
that
got
one,
to
homie.
make it interesting.
And just put it on
fucked
record
up.
and eat that bitch.
That would be funny.
No.
It's like a video. I
It
seen
won't,
on-
it won't break. It's on
like
grass.
it's like a TikTok video I seen yesterday.
It probably won't.
You imagine we were sitting like on the upper deck and I just yeeted your phone off and go, don't worry, bro. Hit the grass. It's okay.
I mean, think about it. If you think it hit like grass, like a football field is well taken care of grass.
Yeah.
Pretty soft.
Right.
But it's pretty short too, though.
It is. It depends because most of those fields are not going to be hard as fuck, like super hard. Like my yard, you can break glass on it.
You think?
You can
In
bust a
grass?
mustard bottle in your yard.
I mean, probably. Well, I mean, most of it is dirt anyway.
Or the
We
way our
need to
gr-
go to the football
the,
field
no,
later.
it'd say the way our old grass was at the football field.
We're gonna go to
You're
the
not
football
gonna.
field later and sneak in and throw shit.
The way our old foot or grass used to be at the football field, you couldn't break glass out
Forgot
there
about that.
if you threw it.
I look straight at it.
Amazing idea.
Anyway, well, yeah, my
I
number
was-
four.
I
Our
saying
grass used to be this tall on our football field.
Oh
It was
yeah.
like that tall.
Yeah.
Now it's actually like.
I just don't think it'd break.
I don't know. Anyways, I was saying this kind of reminds me of like a TikTok I seen yesterday. They were sitting in his friend's Tesla.
it's
You
an
know,
iPhone.
a Tesla key is it's like a debit card almost looking like.
Yeah.
And he grabbed it and said, "Don't need that." His friend did, flicked it into
I've
a
seen
drain.
that. Yeah.
And he was like, "What the fuck did you just throw?" He said, "That business card." He was like, "That's my fucking key." Threw it right in the drainage.
Oh yeah, I'm fighting.
Damn.
Just
I'm
said,
fighting.
he said, "Abracadabra." Gone.
It's just a card.
It's like a little card. Like
That's
a
their
little
key.
It's like a touch. It's like a hotel key card, almost like you just touch it to it and it.
That's fire.
And then he just said, right down the fucking drainage.
Nice.
Anyways, it wasn't funny.
So if it's an iPhone you throw though, you look at an iPhone wrong, it cracks.
Number 4 is gonna be a bra.
Yeah.
Kind of legendary to see that shit flying on the field.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to bring one from home, or
I'm saying a
your
girl
female.
like
Yeah.
just slinging a bra out there, bro. Because automatic you got titties.
Everybody. First thing everybody thinks titties.
Titties.
Love titty.
Titties.
Somebody sees a bra on the field.
Whoa.
Like, all right, who's got him out? Who's got him
Who
out?
did it? Who did it?
You see a bra go flying. First thing you think is,
Titties.
that's a big ass bra. Probably some big ass titties. Wonder what she looks like. That's your thought process.
You look up and see which girl's adjusting her shirt, like titties.
Anytime you see.
Got it.
It don't matter if you're 90 or 9. You see a pair of titties, you're mesmerized.
Really?
Automatic. Titty.
I don't know why I like it.
There's no
But
such
I
thing.
like a titty.
There's no such thing as a bad titty.
And at 9, you might not know why you like it, and at 90, you might not know why you like it, but you like it. You okay?
This is the picture of a 90-year-old. Yeah, titty. God damn, I love a
You
titty.
need to listen to "Show Them to Me" by Rodney Carrington.
I definitely have.
Okay, great.
That's
good.
hey, bro, this is a new song. It's written in like 92.
yeah, this new guy, Rodney
I don't know
Carrington.
if you heard of it.
Hey. Go ahead.
All right, number 4, condoms filled with mayonnaise.
Disgusting.
Condoms filled
You say you can fill that bitch up with mayonnaise on the end of it, and you just Let it fly.
Let her
You
fly.
imagine getting hit with a
You ain't
condom
got
and
to
just
use
like
mayonnaise. You can put other stuff in there.
mayonnaise would look
What about
the
mustard?
most believable.
What if it was like you didn't
If you
have
put
to
mustard
make
in it,
people
somebody's like,
believe?
somebody's got a disease. But yeah, I was thinking mayonnaise because it looks like, you know.
Cummy.
Ketchup.
I don't ever say it like that again,
Cummy,
please.
cum, cum.
Oh,
Cream.
No,
What is that barcode there?
barcode?
Something for
My
work, I
badge-
imagine.
My badge.
Ah, I knew it.
Give my badge like kind of crack, and so I can just take this.
Take this chair.
How about that?
I always have my phone in my
How
hand.
about
so.
that? What else we got on here?
All right. I don't know why. Oh, wait, I got a couple honorable mentions. Kent, you got any honorable mentions?
Not really. Y'all threw out some of the ones that I had. So I
Toilet
had-
paper's always a solid one. It's not gonna hurt anybody, but it's
You can
out
run
there.
to the bathroom and snatch
I
it.
got
Your other shoe that you threw from your number one.
I got
Start your other one.
a foam football. You know, the ones they throw out in the stands.
Yep.
Mhm.
Throw it back.
Pom pom.
Change. That's fucked up, but I mean,
Ooh.
you
Yeah.
know people threw change.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A dildo. You know, I'm sure some.
See, I thought that was gonna be on yours.
I was gonna put it, but I like bra better.
Imagine somebody threw a plunger and it's stuck on somebody's
That would be
fucking
funny.
helmet.
Or the
Actually,
suction cup, or
I did-
suction cup dildo, and it.
It fucking slaps the other side
I mean,
of the
it would,
helmet.
that would be the throw of
My
the
wedding
century.
day. My wedding day. We were on the. You don't know this probably.
Oh,
No, I
I
don't.
know where you're going.
I don't
with
think I
this.
do.
We were on the way to get our tuxes fixed
Yeah.
the day of the wedding because God forbid anything be right. So at like 9 a.m. we're hauling ass to, or it was 8, I guess.
Hey,
it was
Hungover,
early.
haul ass to Dothan. Well, we're going across the bridge in between Hartford and Slocum, and
I
that's
said,
how,
we
that's how
passed-
small our towns are.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one bridge.
I said that was a dildo on the side of the
No,
road.
Yeah, well,
no,
no,
I said
It was like
Or, yeah,
just a
that's right.
glimpse of something on the side of the road. It was purple.
I saw something in the rearview mirror that was purple, and I said,
I remember seeing a picture.
I
of
said,
it.
I said that was a dildo, and nobody believed me.
and we were like,
And Kent was
We'll
the only
just
one that
see
said
about
it could have been.
we'll see about it when we get
Because
back.
I thought I saw it too, but
And we thought about it right before we got to it. And so we're like going by and we were like, it's definitely a dildo.
Yes, we pulled over.
So we
and
pulled over and I picked it up with a bag. There was a bag. in
I had a
George's
grocery
truck.
bag. Yeah.
Grabbed it, stuck it on the hood of his truck, and then we drove through Hartford
And
while there's a car show.
We didn't realize there was a car show, and then
There's a damn car show going on, and the dick's just flopping around.
yeah. So that whole thing stayed there while we drove by, and Joyner goes, "That was a dildo," and that's when I was like, we were headed back, and I was like, if that thing's still there, we got to grab it. Sure enough, was.
Absolutely.
We come back by, and it was still on the side of
Could
the road.
you imagine somebody throws a dildo onto the field, it sticks to the helmet, and it smacks the other side?
your whole just.
That was a hell of a dildo. That thing was girthy.
You ever had somebody just like?
Apparently, it wasn't that good. Somebody threw it away.
It looked like it had shit on it. Kaylee got so upset that I threw it in our trash can. She's just, our trash people are gonna. I was like, they don't give a fuck. I'm sure it's not the first one they've seen.
They're gonna
think probably won't be less the of last.
me.
I mean, I told her so. I kind of wrapped it in a Walmart bag, but yeah, that's what it is.
So today, you got any more honorable mentions?
I'm chilling there.
So today, I mean, I'm pretty foul mouthed. I'll say just whatever comes to mind. We were in Eagle Eye, of all places.
Mhm.
It's a very Christian oriented
Mhm.
business establishment. Well, we were looking at clothes and all this and whatever. I looked at this jacket and I was like, man, I look fucking good in this. And Haley goes, and, you know, it's usually pretty damn loud in there. Well, all of a sudden it wasn't no more. As my
Right.
Haley goes, you look fucking good. And then people turn and look, and I was like, oh, shit. I mean, people were looking. And I was like,
That's always tough when you say
damn.
something
And she
right when the
stopped,
noise
and
quits.
just we both started laughing, like, super hard. And then one of their boys right after was like, y'all need any help?
I don't need help. You need
Get
Jesus.
the hell
Get
outta
the
here.
fuck away from me.
Would you like me to pray for you?
And it got so quiet. I mean, like, you could hear a pin drop in there. As soon as she goes, you look fucking good. She was trying to say, you look fucking good for our fall pictures.
Yeah.
It was like just a jacket. It was a
Yeah.
Drake jacket.
Yeah.
Put it on, and it wasn't it. It had, like, super poofy arms.
Oh,
It
dude,
wasn't
I've-
it.
Weird. It wasn't
Have
it.
you, have you seen like my fleece like Southern March jacket?
Mm-mm.
It's like the girls' jackets they wear. It's like
Yeah, the fleece.
Yeah, I've got one. It's fucking awesome.
Oh,
Is it
I love
comfy?
mine. I've got like 2.
I love them. Like
had
I've
it
been
for a
looking
few-
at them.
I've had it for hell. Kayla's parents were still living in Enterprise when I got it.
Yeah, I have a couple of Columbia fleece ones. They're comfy. But anyway, yeah. So it was embarrassing.
Look, I like it.
Pretty wild.
It's a great store. Love shopping there.
But
Love
damn,
getting shit there.
They're hockey.
But for a Christian store, real Christian like selling a T-shirt for $70, huh?
They are proud of those.
It's kind of foul.
That's kind of foul.
Just saying.
That's kind of.
They are proud of their shit.
It's a bit.
They are definitely proud of that shit.
Do you not think they're proud of their shit?
They are. They are. Proud of them sunglasses I bought.
I mean, I can go to southerncreekclothing.com and use code 3RD and get 20% off.
Did you hear that?
Look at his shirt.
You can go to southerncreekclothing.com. Check out the new website. Fall merch coming soon. Fall's gonna be over.
You like how I wrapped that into it? I had that
I did
plan.
like
That was
I
nice.
had that
That was
plan.
nice. Shameless plug.
Had that plan.
I like that. Moving the hell on here.
Oh yeah, I got a thing. You ever see like
I like
the Wolf on?
things.
You ever see the Wolf on Wall Street like TikToks? Like somebody's like just puts part of the movie up there, and people are like, or Jordan Belfort, they're like commenting like, "Oh yeah, this dude's my idol. Want to be just like this guy." And I'm like, "That's you guys."
He was an ass.
You guys missed the message on the whole movie. He went to prison and he ratted on every single person he'd ever done business with. It's like that's just not the kids don't realize like what
It's the Quaaludes that they're after.
But like kids,
Hell of a life.
kids would comment like, "Bro, I just want to be just like you." I'm like, no, you don't.
Maybe it'd be cool to party that hard, but not that cool.
That's.
I mean, he probably hates that he had to do that.
I don't
but
want to
you
party
gotta-
that hard.
No,
You
he
gotta-
said he was like an asshole to all his friends and shit in
Oh, that
college too.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hate
like he
to see
was
it.
kind of an. If you watch the movie and you kind of dissect it,
Yeah.
he's kind of an asshole
Yeah.
for most of it.
Yeah.
you can't.
Shit happens.
You can't stop cheating on your wife with multiple prostitutes. Just like
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
yeah.
Cocaine, Quaaludes, and
Everything else.
Everything.
What do
else.
you consider hard drugs?
anything other than weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can find it. If I can go to a new city and find it in like an hour,
That doesn't mean anything.
I feel like it's not. No, I feel like
Weed
That
is
means
like
there's
fucking
a high
legal in some
amount
state.
of users in that state.
Do you
or that
think
area.
Literally anything other than weed is like.
well,
a
like
hard drug.
yeah,
Cocaine's
for sure.
a hard drug.
Yeah, but
Oh,
like cocaine
100%.
doesn't register to me as a hard drug sometimes because it's so common at this point for people using it.
Meth's very common. I'll consider that a hard drug.
Yeah, but you don't see like everyday people.
Crack cocaine is.
Do y'all notice? Do y'all keep up with the Hartford Police Department?
Yeah.
At all on Facebook.
Yeah.
Every person they arrest, methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah, but we're butted up to fucking Holmes County.
That's fucked. Yeah, there's fucking crazy motherfuckers.
Why do you think we held off from COVID so long? Fucking meth labs were keeping everything burned off.
Dude.
Because we were one of the last like towns to like kind of start getting a higher COVID rate. Because of
What were
meth
you
lab.
saying? Oh, the meth
I said,
lab.
why do you think we held off COVID for so long? But no, like you just you I don't know. Yeah, you can find coke pretty easy.
Cocaine's a hard drug.
I agree. I agree.
I don't know what you're trying to prove here.
I don't know. I was just thinking about
this.
this.
You do a little cocaine.
No, not promoting that at all. No, I was just like I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like,
If Rick James says something is a hell of a drug, it's a hard drug.
that's fair enough.
I got a little story to tell. Since
Fair
we're
enough.
talking about cocaine, I've never done cocaine. We'll never do it. Whatever.
I will not.
But
I mean, I'm not against.
I do not.
so
think
we
that's
was at the beach and whatever. You know, I'm not gonna name drop obviously.
I just do
And
Steve.
this girl says, "I've got cocaine. Anybody want to do some?" Nobody. Everybody was like, "No." Mm-mm. I was like, I want to see it at least. I've never seen cocaine before in my life. I want to see it.
Yeah,
you know?
I've seen it's pretty cool.
She pulls that shit out. I was like, "That is not cocaine. That shit was crystal meth."
Or it could have been crack
Dude,
rocks.
it was like crystals.
It could've been crack
even
rocks.
Chuck looked at me. He was like, "That ain't cocaine."
No, it definitely wasn't
And
cocaine,
we
but it could have
looked
been
at each
crack
other. We
rocks.
were like, "Ooh shit!" But I was like,
She on some stepped on shit.
"That's some fucking." I was like,
She got some
How many
stepped on
teeth she had?
shit.
She had more titties
"Oh,
than
she had
teeth.
all- she had all her
Stepped on
teeth."
shit.
She had more titties than teeth.
No,
You had to think about
no, no.
Somebody just walking around.
I
with
just
crack
thought it
out.
was funny because it just I didn't. You know, when you think of cocaine, it's powdery, but that definitely wasn't coke.
All I was like, I guess I went to Nashville, and just the more people you talk to, I just didn't realize how common cocaine was.
Oh yeah.
And
There's
it's just
some-
like,
I just got back from Nashville. There's some fucked up people there.
and it's just like meth, heroin, shit like that. That's for sure hard drugs, right?
Here we go.
But
again.
is heroin the same as cocaine?
Yeah,
We're putting that in the same
Oh,
classification.
absolutely.
for sure.
Okay, that's all. That's all I was
yeah.
asking. I wasn't saying right or wrong. I was just asking I was asking a question.
What are you on?
just agree with
Well,
him
you
that,
see people lose their-
cocaine ain't that bad.
Hey man, cigarettes, cocaine's all the same.
I do. I think
Look at
cigarettes. I
black
think
tar
cocaine is probably
heroin.
closer to cigarettes than heroin. Black tar heroin.
It's not.
I have been offered cocaine 3 times in 3 different bars.
Fuck yeah.
Bro, cocaine's out there, but it's still a hard fucking.
Oh, I agree. I
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
It's a hard drug.
It's just kind of weird to come up to a stranger
You
and be like,
fucking
you want to go do some
do a little
cocaine?
zooty, and then your nose starts pissing blood. It's pretty much a hard drug.
I feel like there should be 3 tiers to it. Like marijuana, not a hard drug, good drug, right?
Yeah.
Like
Here we go.
is acid a hard drug?
Yes, yes, it is.
What about shrooms?
Yeah. I mean, I think shrooms is a hard
I don't
drug
think
because
shrooms
you
are a
can
hard
live
drug.
with some
I
fucked up
don't-
shit though.
I don't think shrooms is a hard drug, but it's
I mean,
it's
dude,
getting there only.
hallucinogen like that. If you
We-
hallucinate, that's kind
We
of
need to make a chart, like a 3-tier chart of like your soft, like okay drugs,
Soft drugs.
and then like your middle tier, like cocaine, hard
That'll be
drug,
the next.
hard drug, but it's not like a chill. Like if somebody pulls out a
You're-
joint,
Okay, here's the way you're doing this, right?
Welcome to Dare.
Cleaner versus dirtier, right?
right? Kind of.
So marijuana, it's grown. Mushrooms, it's
No.
grown.
Out of cow
LSD,
shit.
it's like cultivated and stuff out of the in a lab or whatever.
Yeah.
However they make it.
PCP.
How, and then you get to like your meth and your heroin and then crack. This is stuff that people cook up on their kitchen
Agreed.
stove. It's
Agreed.
made with baking soda.
Agreed.
And yeah.
Or the perfect jacket.
He did.
Perfect jacket. Fuck,
I agree,
fuck drugs.
I
but
think that's the way you're doing this list.
but
here.
so and I'm not saying cocaine's not a hard drug, but I'm saying like
You pretty much tried to say that.
I'm
it
saying
wasn't hard
I'm
drug.
saying people don't sell their children for like a baggie of cocaine. people sell their lungs and children for fucking heroin and meth. I said lungs, I meant like kidneys. I just misspoke. People sell their kidneys and their children for like meth. And you see the tiers here. The cocaine's like, hey man, you need to kind of watch. You
What
kind of
drug
watching this.
show are you watching?
I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day, dude. It's like cocaine's like, hey, you
Where
need.
do you see people selling their kids for fucking?
People do it, dude.
Okay.
I don't know how you sell a kid, but people do it.
Either way, cocaine's
talk
a hell of
about
a
Brian
drug.
Laundrie.
Let's talk about Brian Laundrie, that piece of shit.
Do you think he killed her?
Yeah.
They found his remains. Who killed him? You think?
That's what I was wondering.
You think just somebody ran
I
up
feel
on him and
like
said,
he
"Fuck
was
this
going
guy"?
to kill himself at some point.
I
I
did
feel
too.
like he ran off and then killed himself.
Because he was found in Florida, but apparently he was seen in Alabama, and he
Very
was
far from Florida.
Louisiana, shit like that, But I don't know.
Have you seen the one guy on TikTok? His username's not Brian Laundrie, and he looks like just like him. And he's like, "I promise, I'm not him." And he's like, he had to travel to a friend's wedding, and get on a plane, so he had to just like wear face coverings. He
Yeah.
wears like a mask and sunglasses, so people didn't like think it was him.
That's more suspicious.
Yeah,
But like, you can't just walk in there looking like the man either.
Yeah.
true.
You can get stopped by TSA. They found his body. They found his
his body.
remains. They say remains. What if this is big? But what if this thing was bigger than we thought? Somebody killed her and he was running from them.
Yeah, what if? I mean, that's crazy. And
What
if that's true, we
I
got
thought-
something bigger on our hands.
Hey.
here.
I thought about that.
I mean,
honestly, but
it makes sense, but I'm leaning more towards like
he killed himself
like,
because of all
the
the
world-
pressure on him.
I'm like 85-15.
The word
Yeah.
conspiracy was made up by the
I'm like
government to make people
85-15.
seem
that
crazy.
He killed himself. What?
So the word conspiracy is made up by the government to make people seem crazy.
I'm thinking 85-15. He killed himself.
I think he did too. I think with all the pressure people look
For
for,
sure.
and
I mean, he
everything,
fucked
he was
up.
like,
He
"I'm
knew he fucked
fucked."
up.
So,
He's like, I'm definitely not going to prison. Probably better off.
because her autopsy showed that she was strangled.
Strangulation.
Yeah.
So, I think it was definitely.
You'll definitely
killed.
find out however they found the remains, if he just was just laying out on the ground.
Yeah, I mean,
Versus,
it's probably super obvious.
Versus like if he was
they
trying,
found
if he
him
was
in
like
the
hidden.
woods of Florida. Is what the description said.
Yeah, and so which his parents, that was the weird part. You think his parents said like they were just kind of playing it off, and they're like, we're gonna kill this motherfucker.
Jeez.
I like that if they did.
Like they're like, he's a piece
So
of
this
shit.
is a big conspiracy theory here. We're going.
It's gonna be a hell of a documentary.
I mean, because like they went into the wood, they found like they hadn't left their house, they haven't done shit for months,
They're be getting fucked with so hard.
and then they
too.
just went into the woods.
people are fucking with them so.
No,
hard.
their neighbors are getting pissed off. One guy, I saw
Well,
a
I mean,
video.
I imagine.
One of the guys, like, there's a guy. He was like on the neighbor's lawn, like trying to get a view at the camera, and he's like, the dude was like, "Get the fuck out of my yard!" And he like shoved him. He's like, "You're going to jail. You assaulted me."
that.
And it's like, bro, you just lucky you didn't get fucking shot.
Oh, my
This
property.
is Florida, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch your back, kid.
Kodak Black's from here. Okay.
Can we just talk about Dog the Bounty Hunter was on it?
Yeah. He was
I
on
like
it.
it.
Do you think he was really on it? Or do you think he just said he was on it?
Don't know, but it worked. Everybody talked about Dog for a while.
The hair's a little much at this age, isn't it?
He's Hawaiian, bro. Leave him alone.
Just the bright blonde hair is just a little much. At this
He's a
age.
legend, bro. You let
I
him go.
agree. I agree.
Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan.
They had but they had respect. Like it wasn't. It was just
Respect.
it had respectable hair. Like the hair's just down his back now.
Hulk
and it's-
Hogan.
I don't know. Plus Hulk Hogan had the bald thing going on. It was just kind of his brand to be bald.
What does it matter if it's
I don't
long
know.
or short?
I don't know. It just seems like a lot. He got
He's
two.
talking about the mullet versus
yeah.
like.
He's got like too pretty a hair to be well, how's he? 70?
I don't know. Old.
His hair doesn't look like all fuck. Like his hair's not like shriveled up or
Picture
anything.
picture Hulk Hogan without the mustache though,
Psycho.
right?
But he had the mustache.
Handlebars, baby.
I think if it was brown, it wouldn't be such a big. It wouldn't be like to me. It's like the first thing you see is that blonde ass hair, and it's like that's just
Dog
a
the
lot.
Bounty Hunter. I love Dog
That's
the
just
Bounty
a
Hunter.
Just like I will kill for Dog the Bounty Hunter.
You think Dog the
my
Bounty Hunter's
idol.
on hard drugs?
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah.
Jesus, my mom, Dog the Bounty Hunter, or my wife, I guess I should say.
That's funny. Oh, okay. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson for a second.
Go.
All right.
Talk about it.
Can we talk about his mouthpiece?
I hadn't seen it.
It's this big, size of a fucking Coke can.
The pacifier
Well,
mouthpiece.
oh yeah, a lot of people are.
A lot
I
of people have
understand
been
that.
doing
No,
it.
it's like
last year.
legit pacifier though.
So this is the thing. It's we've seen it. You know, it's kind of coming on and whatever. He wears that mouthpiece. Let's talk about a couple things. First of all, how dumb are you to have that mouthpiece?
Wow, bitch, I'm a baby.
Well, it's not even the thing that it looks like a mouthpiece. It's the fact that you can't communicate to your teammates and you're supposed to be the fucking field commander. You know, how you supposed to talk to your teammates when you got a mouthpiece that's this big?
So that is a large mouthpiece. Wait, no, that's just that chin strap that I'm looking at.
Click on the one that's hanging down by his face. Yeah, look at that.
Well,
That's when I wore my senior.
I will say.
But you weren't the quarterback.
No, I mean, no.
I will say for somebody that does run a lot, you probably do need a little heftier of a mouthpiece than like Peyton Manning does.
But it ain't got to cover the outside of your mouth.
The middle part's open. You can kind of like.
No,
move.
it's not.
You know-
That one is not.
Oh,
That's market.
I had one like that when I was in like when we were in rec league, but I had braces. I also had
Somebody
quarterbacks.
had one though.
Anyway,
Recently, I
his
saw.
mouthpiece, he has to take it out of his helmet to talk and then put it back. How you going to change the play? How you going to do anything?
What game was it? This the past game or something?
Yeah, so that's where it started pissing me off. I mean, it's been pissing me off for a while.
I guess you ain't got to change the play. Just take off running.
Right.
Exactly,
I
but-
saw somebody. Who was it? DK Metcalf has one.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
You can't talk. You can't communicate like that. Like, how are you supposed to be an effective quarterback when you can't even talk to your teammates because you have a mouthpiece that's bigger than your fucking head? Here's my next question: Can I get an over/under? What's going to last longer, Lamar's mouthpiece before he switches to a smaller one, or him being relevant in the NFL?
The mouthpiece.
I'm asking.
The mouthpiece. He's definitely going to change that before he's not relevant.
You think so?
He's balling out this year.
I know. I didn't say it was bad.
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Oh yeah, he's going to change. He'll eventually change the mouthpiece, probably.
I think so. I agree.
I don't know. They might. I don't know. Has he always had that big of a mouthpiece? Like since he's been in
Since
the
he
league?
started,
Did he have it in college too?
I think he did. I think he was a little smaller.
Look
Look
up-
was wearing the battle ones, you know.
Yeah.
But this one's just
The whole
downright
fucking team's
obnoxious.
wearing them.
I mean, this
Everybody
is
that
just
I've
downright
looked at,
fucking obnoxious.
everybody that I've looked at on the Ravens team have got that big ass mouthpiece. Which I mean, I wore that's the mouthpiece I wore.
But you weren't a quarterback.
Also, yes.
Lamar Jackson's a running back. As That's what
Who's
they
your
said.
quarterback, running back?
That's what they said. Who's a running back?
Here we go.
Anyway, I just wanted to talk about it.
You want to talk about it? Hey, man's balling out.
Talk about me. Wanna talk about her. Wanna talk about no one. I need my. I wanna know what I want. Wanna see. I wanna talk about me. Usually.
But occasionally.
It's you,
Yeah,
not
I
me.
fucked
me.
it up.
Attaboy.
Anyways,
All right.
Player A.
We're gonna roll around player
Player
A, player
B.
and then I guess we'll do a rundown top 25 matchups.
Yeah, bitch.
All right. Both wide receivers. I'm not gonna tell you the years this time.
damn.
One.
Dog shit.
I mean, you're gonna know one of them because one of them won a Heisman, one of them didn't.
No.
But
Oh, it could be two of them, though.
okay.
Right.
You said wide receivers?
Wide receivers.
Yeah. Player A. 13 games,
13 games.
92 receptions,
Ha ha, Clint Dix.
1,000. He played like free safety. 1,672 yards, 18.2 average, 22 touchdowns. Player B. 13 games, 117 receptions, 1,856 yards, 15.9 yard average, 23 touchdowns.
Those are very similar numbers.
I know. That's why I was fucking stoked about this when it was so similar.
I'm not even going to fucking guess. I don't have any
Which-
idea.
You say Heisman winner, but it could be Devontae, but it could be Desmond Howard.
I was going to say Desmond Howard.
That's why I'm not telling you the years.
That's
because
why I wanted to
if I
know
tell
the
you
year.
one year or the other, it's a given.
So they're it's both them?
No, they both won the Heisman. But
That's two
only
different
one
guys.
of
You
these.
said only one of these won the Heisman?
Yeah.
Okay.
But one of them's probably
The
Desmond Howard.
other one came
or
in
Devontae.
second
I
place.
think A was Desmond Howard.
Oh,
The other one of them won the Heisman. The other one came runner up
wait.
for the Heisman. Came second in
I think
Heisman.
Amari
Desmond.
Cooper didn't come second
Nope.
in the Heisman.
Nope.
It was Justin Blackman.
Nope.
No?
I knew we already did Justin
We already
Blackman.
did
Oh,
Justin.
yeah.
And Justin Blackman was like third or fourth, I think, in the Heisman.
Second in the Heisman.
Mhm.
But one of them won a Heisman.
The
Duh.
if you
Okay.
go ahead and guess, who you think?
So-
Who
Don't
do
look
you,
at my notes.
who do you think? Who do you think won a Heisman?
I'm looking right now. 23 to.
I'm thinking player. I don't know.
I think
These
player-
are different years. It doesn't really matter.
Player
Those are
B
stupid-ass
won.
numbers.
Player B won the Heisman.
I think
Yeah.
player A won the
So
Player B
that
won the
and that
Heisman.
is Devontae Smith.
That is Devontae
That is
Smith.
Devontae Smith.
Okay.
Okay. So player A
Player A.
at the time when he was playing for this team, they were in the Big East.
Hold on, wait. Oh, Big East. Oh,
Now
shit.
they're in the ACC. This is in 2003.
Oh, jeez.
2003.
He has had a very, very long NFL career.
It is Larry Fitzgerald.
Damn.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
When you said Big East to the ACC, I was like, I think that's Pittsburgh, and I think that's Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that's like the only player that's ever come out of Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
That's
other
really
than
good.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, yeah, played at Pitt.
But yeah, this is Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
I like that.
I didn't realize Larry Fitzgerald was, he just had it like that, huh? In college. I mean,
You
I
know
know
what's
he's
sad?
good, but I didn't know he's
You know what's
second runner
sad? Arizona's 6-0, and Larry Fitzgerald didn't even get signed this year to him.
up.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
You hate to fucking see it.
Yeah. Stud.
Yeah.
I didn't.
He's not even retired. He just didn't get signed.
I was watching the it's not the Hard Knocks with Amazon. What's it called? It's like Hard Knocks.
All
but
or
it's like
Nothing.
All or Nothing. But the first year they did it was with Arizona.
Yeah, I watched it with Bruce.
And the
Arians
first
or
time I
whatever.
heard like Larry Fitzgerald, he said like fuck or ass or something like that, and I was like,
Holy
Larry Fitzgerald cusses? I didn't think he talked.
Yeah, he didn't like the
I
guy
thought
anymore.
he was like I still love Larry Fitzgerald. I was like I thought he was like Kawhi Leonard, just like a robot.
What a role model.
Right.
Yeah, don't put him
But-
around your kids.
Hey, we have internet today. That's why it's been a better podcast. Our internet was out. Internet cell service couldn't load shit.
Global conspiracy.
Internet was out.
Braves are up 2-0, baby. I'm going to the World Series. I swear to God, I'm going. By the way,
They're
let's talk
up
about it for a
3-1.
second.
That's a problem.
Let me talk to you for a second. I understand that if we win tonight, obviously we clinch. We're going to the World Series if we win. I'm going to the World Series. I don't give a shit. I'm
Shit.
gonna go stay at the Omni that looks over the field, and I'm gonna
Watch
it
it
from
from
there.
rage from there. Yeah,
Hell, it
That's
might be
kind
sold
of a
out already.
badass idea.
yeah. It's only like $1,000 for a room, and I'm doing it.
My cousin
It's
lives.
$500 for a ticket.
My cousin
So
lives.
tell
in
me
it.
I'm not. I mean, it's the same price.
My cousin lives in Atlanta, and he's like, I'm 100% going.
Oh, I'm 100% going.
Because
Big
like,
fuck.
you know, my cousin used to be like a big Yankees fan. It's kind
Yeah,
of like
I'm gonna have to go in the middle of the week.
kind of what started like making me a big Yankees fan, and
Yeah.
then he's
I'm
like
hoping
he's
there's
like
like
you
a-
can't live in Atlanta and just not eventually start pulling for the Braves.
I'm hoping there's like a Thursday game that's gonna be in Atlanta because I'm fucking going.
Do you ever get like just multiple notifications from TikTok? Like I'll just have 12 notifications and not know
I'd
why.
turn it off.
I don't know why. Well, some people send TikToks to you on TikTok.
I also love that the golf is playing right now because they're in like another country. So
Yeah.
it's on at night. I was watching at 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
live. Anyway, Braves are winning 2-0. Let's get it.
Joe Kelly's on the mound.
Kelly
I
again.
said he's on the
It's their-
bump right now.
It's their bullpen game, so they're fucked.
I don't know.
We
Joe
got
Kelly's.
Max Fried slinging the dirt. Joe Kelly got fucking roped the
Slinging
other
the
night.
dirt.
Yeah, dude, he's got a huge dick. the thing he did last year with the Astros.
Oh, you're saying
the pouty face?
Yeah, I loved it.
No, I don't know if he's actually got a big dick or not.
I
have
got
no
you.
idea.
Okay, cool.
I have no idea.
All right, bet.
Not personal experience or anything.
Starting things off at
He
the
looked
top.
at me like I knew. If you...
Starting things off with the top 25. We got SMU in play right now. It's the second
I
quarter.
think
They're
SMU's
up
going to win this
20
game.
24-7.
No, we're 2 days before any games have started. I think SMU is going to be up 24-7 in the second quarter.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying.
Ha ha. Yeah, it's one of those things called a joke.
Ah.
Yeah, it's one of those things called a joke.
Appalachian State, Coastal Carolina. America's team falls 30-27. You know, I was sitting there watching that game last
That
night, and I
sucks.
figured Appalachian State was going to win, just the way they was
I
playing.
thought it was going to be a good
I was like,
Appalachian
wow.
State's never a bad team.
No,
They're
never.
always dangerous. Even if you're like a big time team, they're always a dangerous
Luke
team to go
Holmes
play.
went to App State.
They did.
Yeah, big fan, big man.
Didn't they say he played rugby or
Don't
some
know.
shit? I thought
don't
they said he
know.
played
It's a
rugby.
big-bodied son of a bitch. I bet he did.
Hell yeah.
Cincy Navy.
Yeah, it's the
I'm
easiest
not
to win.
not saying Cincy's are going to lose by any means, but you're going to look up at halftime. They're going to be at like 14-0.
Yeah.
And you're going to be like, wait a minute. But then they'll run away with it in the second half.
Is that a guarantee?
It's just last week. What was the game
Is
I
it a
called?
guarantee?
Probably not. No.
I can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a bull's ass. But I'd rather take a butcher's word for it.
Look,
So I'll just take your word for it.
I
don't need a guarantee, is what I'm saying.
Every time anybody says that, I like because he says it wrong so many times. Like I have to think about what the person says.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Kansas. Kansas can just stomp them. Probably just they cover in probably the first half.
Who?
Oklahoma, Kansas.
I fucking hate Oklahoma, dude.
I
They suck.
Didn't say I like him. I
They
like
suck.
them, but they're gonna probably cover in the first half. They got a new quarterback
Kansas is
now.
so bad.
They're fucking rolling.
They're not rolling. They're just fucking less bad. Their defense is dick.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
better than Big 12. It's better than it has been, but it's still not good.
We'll see. I
North-
can't believe Cincy's number 2 right now. I can't wait for the college football like actual rankings, like the playoff committee.
I love the fact
Yeah.
since he's number 2.
When is that?
I
thought
think
it
it's
was
awesome, but I
Yeah.
can't wait.
What?
When is that?
Next week, I think.
Yes, week 6, I think. Wait, well,
no,
I guess 8.
it's week 8. Northwestern and Michigan.
Oh, yeah, it's Michigan.
Michigan's probably going to win that. Now, see, this is what I'm looking at with
They
Michigan.
cover?
right here.
Do they cover at 23.5?
I don't
have
know.
a voicemail, by the way. We'll listen to that now.
Northwestern, like, they're one of those teams that sometimes they show up, but then most of the time they just fucking don't. Like,
Yeah.
you just, you
Well,
don't.
they had a good season about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I
and
guess.
they're still living off that credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that Pat Riley, he's just, I guess that's their coach, ain't it? Pat Riley?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
He looks like the actor from 22 Jump Street.
Channing Tatum?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Oh.
He looks
Yep,
like the guy that's loud as fuck.
He used to
The
be
drug
a Marine.
dealer.
He used to be a Marine.
Or the
He,
supplier.
what's his fucking name? You know who we're talking about.
What y'all talking
Yeah,
about?
he did
He's
Skull.
the actor that used to be a Marine, and then now he like
He's in 22 Jump Street.
or
He,
20
Rob Riggle.
Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy kind of does.
Pat Riley looks just like his ass.
But no, so next week though, Michigan and Michigan State, they're both ranked teams. It's gonna be weird to see
the
that game.
Ohio State Michigan game might be lit this year.
But hold on, the Michigan State game, Michigan. That's gonna be a weird game because neither one of them have really played anybody, hadn't really beat anybody, and so it's like if it's a close game, we still won't know if either team's how
Michigan
good either
State
team
wins
is.
that game.
This is my thing.
We really don't. We really
Jordan
don't.
wants Michigan to be bad.
I do want them to get their shit kicked in for the next 4 weeks. But or next 6
This
weeks.
is
But
funny as hell to watch.
in reality, we don't really know. Like we know Georgia's good, right?
Yeah.
We know about Alabama. We know Georgia's probably is the best team in the country right now.
Correct.
We know Alabama's good. Can they be beat again by a top team? Maybe, but we don't know what the other top teams are.
There's
like-
not any. I'm telling you right
Like
now.
it's just this year's such a
There's
convoluted.
Georgia, there's Alabama, and then Cincy and whoever else fall below that.
Like and then Ohio State's
How about
kind of.
Cincinnati, though, man.
They're on a hell of a run right now, but
They are?
they're not the
No,
second
they're
best team
not.
in the country.
No.
But you got to give
You
them.
line them up, yeah.
You got to give them
Their
credit, for
Could they be
being
the
great.
third though?
Maybe, but
Could they beat Oklahoma?
Oh yeah.
possibly.
Oh
I think-
yeah.
I think
that's
it's
gonna be
Oklahoma's
close.
probably going to
But
end up being the
let me
number
tell
4 team.
Oklahoma and Cincy are not as good as Alabama and Georgia.
I think
I don't
Cincinnati's
think
top
so.
10 for sure.
What?
I think they're top 10 for sure.
Cincy?
Yeah.
Cincy's
Oh, I
top
mean, they're
five.
in the top 5.
Yeah,
Top
for sure.
five.
But what I'm saying is,
But I'm
like,
saying when it
they're
comes
not on
down
the
to-
same level
No,
as
no, no,
Georgia
no.
and Alabama.
They're on that.
Now
Oklahoma
this is
level.
my question though. Oklahoma can score, correct? They can
Correct.
score some points.
Maybe.
Correct.
If they got the shit going,
That new quarterback they got, Caleb Williams.
we'll see.
They can
It's
score
only
some
week
points.
one
It's
with
only
him.
been one. Yeah, it's only been 1 week.
Give him a minute.
He's having fun. He's getting comfortable. He's throwing the ball. He might be the dark horse for the Heisman.
But hey, don't say that. It's only about Bo Nix. We say that about. But if he throws up 50 a game for the rest of the season,
I
right?
believe in him then, but that's it.
And then Alabama, or if he's throwing up over 40 a game, we'll say
Hey,
over
he
40.
looked
they ain't
fucking.
playing
So-
Alabama's defense.
50 is a lot, but over 40. But Alabama has had some problems on their defense more than years past.
Correct.
They've had more offensive issues this year than they have defensive issues.
That's my question.
But
does
we're
Alabama
still averaging what 30?
45 points a game.
There you go.
Alabama
Right.
played a ranked team. Who was it?
Florida.
Florida. Yeah. And y'all barely snuck away with Florida.
It was a
And
good
then-
game in the swamp. It's a big deal.
Oh, I agree. I agree that the atmosphere changes everything too. A&M's now a ranked
Beat
team.
a ranked
but-
Miami.
Beat a ranked Miami. Beat Florida in Florida.
Yeah.
Took a shit on Mississippi State. Took a shit on Ole Miss. Ole Miss was ranked.
Yes,
Yep,
that's true.
sure did.
I was trying to think of like the games Alabama
Lost
played
to
so
Texas
far.
A&M.
Lost to Texas A&M on a shit show. I mean,
Hold
Alabama
on,
played a hell
real
of a
quick.
second
Let's
half.
talk about Miami. That unraveled
Yeah.
fast. That unraveled.
They got the old
Fast.
Alabama hangover.
I'm telling you,
weren't a
I
good team.
said from the gate,
weren't
Miami
good,
is not a
but-
good team.
A lot of you
They're
see
not.
a lot of teams they
I
play
would-
the Alabama
Florida
early
State.
and they get fucked.
Notre Dame after
well,
the
Florida
national
State.
championship.
The
They
quarterback tore the ACL in that game, and
Yeah,
they just
I thought he
weren't.
broke his fucking kneecap in half.
Or it's just some, yeah.
It
something
was,
happened.
was his ACL.
Yeah,
Francois.
but Francois wasn't great to begin with.
No.
But
It wasn't
Let me
a
just
J-
tell you
Dalvin
this.
Cook was the reason they were ranked
This
number
might
5
be
going into
biased,
that
and
game.
I'm just gonna have to live by it. But
Dalvin
you
Cook
can't
didn't play.
convince me any other fucking way. Alabama and Georgia are the top 2 teams in the country, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I believe Georgia's a firm number 1, like clear cut number 1 right now.
Right
Right
now,
this
yes.
minute, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
now,
they're,
yes.
look-
They're
they
deep.
look
Don't
looking
ask me
so
in 10
dominant.
minutes, but
There has been people. There had like somebody's crossed the 50 on them. Like going up to the Auburn game, they've like, had the 50 cross on them 5
Can
times.
you now say that Georgia's defense actually is pretty good?
no, I don't
No.
fucking like 'em.
You don't like.
You don't
I'm
like
never
them,
gonna
or you
say
don't?
it.
So I would just if I
Well,
don't.
I'm just saying. Do you still think they're bad?
I didn't say they were bad. I just said they're not as good as everybody thinks they are. Clemson is fucking ass, and they only scored 10 points.
Okay, that was the first game of the season, and Clemson's defense is legit. Their offense just blows dick.
Their team is ass, bro.
Yes. But
DJ
Hey,
Uiagalelei
Rocky
has had
Rock, let's chill.
3.
how many points have they given up all year?
I can't remember.
13.
Something, yeah. I mean, they haven't get up many points. I get it. Yeah, their
They
defense is
play
good.
some
Okay?
dogs.
But let me tell you something. God damn, as an Auburn fan, you just shouldn't be saying these things. I wish you would just
Oh, I
fucking
fucking
be a
hate
fan.
Georgia.
I wish you'd
Oh,
just be
yeah,
a fan.
we
I
all-
fucking hate Georgia, but I'm trying to be.
You kind of you got to give credit somewhere.
I'm trying to be down. As close to the middle as I can be.
Well, that's a pussy, but
I wouldn't want to play Georgia right now. I wouldn't want to.
I would. Strap up was good.
I mean, I've got my bias towards Michigan right now. Like, fuck them.
He's all He's rent free with Michigan right now.
I feel like I don't feel
He
like,
thinks Funny Man's a fucking Auburn fan, so
he also.
I guess we all have our thing.
Hey, also, if Alabama drops another game, you got to start talking about fire and saving.
Shut the fuck.
He said that's what he said.
No, I did not say you got to fire him.
I had-
I'm saying if they got to change up the coaching,
had a listener.
they got to do something with the coaching.
I had a listener.
Not Nick Saban coaching. I'm talking about
The staff.
The staff.
Okay, yeah.
I
see.
had-
the coordinators.
The
is what you're looking
coordinators.
at.
I had a listener text me Hey, dude, did your boy just really say Nick Saban would get fired?
Who said that?
You don't know. It was
Fuck.
Dakota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. Anyway,
Anyway,
We've got 3
Moving on.
voicemails.
huh?
We have 3 voicemails.
Bet. That's a lot. Oh, yeah.
I think they're all
Bloom,
continuations of the same voicemail.
Bloom was pretty hammered, I think.
Yeah.
Cincy's going to win. Oklahoma's going to win. Michigan's probably going to
Okay.
win.
We got Illinois, Penn State. Penn State's winning that one. How about Brett Bielema at Illinois? Did you hear what he said?
No.
He just basically said, guys, I don't have good players. Like, when he was at the press conference, said, my players aren't good. Like, I don't know what you want me to do about it. They're just not good players.
I like it.
That's basically what he said.
This is gonna be so good. This is gonna be so good.
Hey Phyllis, that's
Wake
what he
Forest
said.
Army. Wake Forest Army. Wake Forest
Wake Forest is the best team in the ACC right now. Wow.
could be NC State, but this
What
is a lot. This is a lot
record?
about the ACC.
Record-wise, they are.
Wake Forest Army. Wake is favored by 3 points. I think they're playing in
Army.
West Point. That's a trap game. That's a trap game.
That is a
They're
trap game.
probably going to get beat, right? They could get beat. Not probably. I want Wake Forest to win out, but I think they could get beat.
I think they go
Well,
over that
I know what's not going to happen. Army's not going to throw the ball. So
They're going to run it down your fucking throat.
Wake Forest is going to cover that 3 for
But,
sure. I think easily.
Okay, if Wake Forest wins out, you got to put them in, right?
If Wake Forest wins out,
If Wake Forest wins out, you got to put them in.
let's
right?
look at their schedule. Well, I mean, it's an ACC schedule, but
Did-
they are pretty. I don't know.
Let's listen to this.
Let's look at their wins. Old Dominion 42-10, Norfolk State 41-16, Florida State 35-14, Virginia 37-17, Louisville 37-34, Syracuse 40-37 in overtime.
But hey, what matters though?
Hey, here's the championship right here. Even though they're in the same division, NC State Wake Forest. That's in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks.
What matters though? The win loss column is what matters, right?
Right, correct.
If they win out, so okay, here's a situation for you right here.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State wins out, Georgia wins out, Oklahoma wins out, Wake Forest wins out.
And Bama doesn't win out.
Well, Bama wouldn't win out because if Georgia wins out, Bama
Yeah.
wouldn't win out. So Alabama wouldn't be in this conversation. So you would have Georgia undefeated. You would have Ohio State with 1 loss.
1 loss.
You would have Oklahoma undefeated.
What about
And
Cincy? You can't forget about them.
Yeah, and Cincy.
Cincy's got to win as well.
So who do you put in? Wake Forest or Cincy right there?
Honestly, it's going to come when you look at Wake Forest and you look at Cincy, you're going to look at the strength of schedule. But I think since they didn't give them that shot last year, I think they'll give it to Cincy. If Cincy wins out, if both teams win out, they're both going.
Tristan, tell me what you think here.
They're going.
Hypothetical,
Cincy is.
right? All right, say Georgia wins out. Say Ohio State wins out, 1 loss. Say Oklahoma wins out, right? And say Wake Forest wins out, along with Cincy. Who do you put in, Wake Forest or Cincy?
Cincy.
I think Cincy.
Got to.
Wake
I have for 2 right now.
But see, we put Clemson in for the same for just because they won out in a Power 5 conference. We were putting Clemson in for years because they were winning out in a Power 5 conference.
And they were also winning national
They were-
championship.
Right. Well, you got to give Wake Forest opportunity to do it.
Correct. But you can't take if Cincinnati.
Let me
undefeated.
be clear first. I don't think Wake Forest is winning out.
No.
I'm just saying a hypothetical question.
They'll.
Nah, bro.
If it comes down to Cincinnati and
ACC's
Wake,
down, bro.
They
it's
are,
not gonna make-
but
no.
how long have they been down? They've been down for years.
Well, it hasn't been exposed until now.
We're putting Clemson out in there because they were just cakewalking through the ACC.
I mean, dude, they've been in literally every national championship for.
Oh, I agree. I know.
6 years.
But you got to. I'm saying you got to give Wake Forest a shot, right?
You got to give Cincy
I
a
don't-
shot first. They're
I don't-
clearly the better team. Though.
listen.
This is why a
This
12-team
is-
playoff would be
this-
better.
I agree.
This is okay. So obviously,
I wish there was a
Cincy-
12-team playoff. I mean,
You know the only reason I don't want a 12-team playoff is because those years that Alabama wouldn't get into the top 4 and they get into the top 12, they're gonna find a way to get to the back in the national championship. That's why I don't want a 12-team.
First of all, with the 12-team playoff, you're the best fucking team if you win.
I agree.
Oh.
I agree. I'm just saying,
No
like,
doubt about it.
you see what I'm saying? As like
Yeah.
a fan perspective,
I feel
it's
like-
like
I feel
fuck,
like
they're back in it
With
again.
Ford, there's
Goddamn.
not this year.
Everybody
in
says it
particular,
every year. That year.
Not in particular this year, but
There's always a team that shouldn't
there's
be.
a team that either shouldn't be and there's a team that should be
No.
in there. Like
Well,
you would be like, damn, this team should make it.
What's like last year?
Like if Iowa wouldn't have lost, you'd be like, Iowa would be right there.
Like last year, you kind of knew. Everybody was just kind of hoping to put up their best shot against Bama.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. There just wasn't a sniff.
And then the year before that, it was like nobody's beating LSU.
And, well, before the Texas A&M game, I really thought it was about to be another Bama about to just run out all over everybody.
I'd been saying Bama looked a little
I
vulnerable.
don't care what you said, bro.
But damn. But no, then like the year 2019, like we just all knew LSU was winning that, just head and shoulders above everybody.
Yeah, and I really wish that Alabama's year was longer in between the LSU because they were like legitimately the two greatest football seasons of all time.
And the other thing too, yeah, Alabama kind of gets overshadowed by
Yeah.
Joe Burrow,
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, because he wasn't a quarterback, he wasn't the
Right. I
center
mean,
of
Alabama
attention.
had the greatest season of their football like that I've ever seen. And LSU had probably one of the best football seasons, in my opinion, the best football season ever.
Mhm.
And then
For sure.
Alabama's was right after it.
Yeah,
Like, give me 5 years.
yeah.
Damn.
So I can have the spotlight on me and me
Right.
only.
And be like, everybody been like, oh, there they go.
Yeah,
But I
Not
mean,
again.
Alabama's been at the top for so long. It's just like, Alabama. And I know people hate it, but roll fucking tide.
Sorry.
and let me be clear.
Alabama's year beats LSU's year.
I mean,
That's-
it was so close. I think they're even. I mean, I do. I don't think there's anything.
Obviously I'm a full fan.
You had the
Oh, for
best.
sure.
You had the best.
I mean, it's a little biased, and I
And,
agree.
and
You had the
LSU
best-
only beat Alabama the year before about 5 points. 5 points.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
And a whole lot
yeah, they
better.
barely beat Texas too right at the beginning of the year as well. Like,
That
But-
was that like that's what sparked them.
look how
That
many
Texas
ranked
was-
teams they beat. Their quarterback had the best statistical season by a quarterback ever. 60 touchdowns. That's a lot of fucking touchdowns.
Yes,
That's a
absolutely.
lot. Of touchdowns.
Alabama had the greatest college football team of all time.
Team, yeah. That could say they had the best team. You doubt for sure. You could probably pick 3 of them. They'd be in the top 10 for best team ever.
Yeah.
But I think LSU for sure had the best season, with who they beat, where they beat them, things like that.
Yeah.
Auburn was a
Like I
ranked team
said,
that year. That was a
it
good
would be
team.
a different
Yeah,
conversation.
Auburn almost upset
It'd be an
them,
easier
23-20.
conversation if it was 5 years apart.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah.
But it was so on top of each other, it sucks. But
And then people discount Alabama's because of COVID year too. Is that everybody goes, oh,
Right.
COVID year.
I haven't
Which-
really heard that.
one-
You haven't really
Never-
heard it
I've
about
never
college
heard
football.
No, which one? Well, you hear
Really,
with coaches getting fired or why coaches
really,
were
you
bad the year
heard-
before.
yeah.
But my thing is like everybody dealt with COVID. Everybody did. People were talking about like Gus Malzahn, like, well, he had to do. It was a COVID year. Like, yeah, everybody dealt with COVID.
Yeah, nobody had their entire fucking team besides like UConn sit out. So
Yeah.
shut the fuck
Hey,
up.
they were not real national champions. The fuck, Bama. That UConn was.
Illinois, Penn State. Okay, Penn State wins.
We
We already talked
we
about
talked
that.
about Wake Forest and Army.
Wisconsin, Purdue. I mean, Wisconsin's a 3.5-point favorite.
Purdue some that. Wisconsin's kind of showing some life again though.
I mean, we'll see. That may be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
That may be a good ass afternoon.
Kind of
game.
like when
Can't wait to watch.
Kind of like
that.
the Arkansas Auburn game. You
I'll
like you
tell you a
knew that was going to
secret.
be a good game, but
It's
it didn't.
been about a good month and a half or 2 almost. I'm ready to watch football and drink beer
Hey.
all Saturday.
I feel you, bro, because I hadn't done it since I had COVID.
Yeah.
But hey, I told you Auburn was going to walk away. I mean, they didn't like run away by 30, but they kind of walked away with that Arkansas game at the end there. They kind of
Bo
walked.
Nix had a really good.
I think
game.
I was working. I don't really remember.
They won by 14.
Was
Might
this
be
this past
the-
weekend?
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't get to see shit.
yeah,
in
they won by
Tennessee.
14, but in Tennessee. Oh, you were in Tennessee.
I was in Tennessee.
Yeah,
watching
they.
it.
Bo Nix had the best game he's probably ever.
Oh, I
played.
heard he. I heard he had like a fucking crazy
Hey,
ass
hey,
game.
He had
The thing
definitely
is,
one of his
like
best games.
the Georgia game, he played good enough to be in that game, but the receivers just didn't catch the ball.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he was hitting people in the face with the ball, and they just like he's been playing good this year, just no talent or
Just
not
say,
enough
yeah.
talent or
Right.
inconsistent, I guess.
I was
you
on
could
a
say.
stretch of 5 at work. Not a good look.
Stretch of 5.
Yeah, 5 days in a row.
Oh yeah,
5-12.
That's
It's not
tough.
fun.
That's tough, G.
It's a tough scene.
Tough, G.
Okay, Oklahoma State. Sorry.
Oklahoma State, Iowa State. This is where Oklahoma State you could all fall apart. For
Hey, let me tell you something though. If they win this game
they're
convincingly,
legit. They're legit.
they're legit, and they may be in the playoff.
Convincingly, what's convincingly for you? Two touchdowns?
I mean,
or more, or has it got to be like 3?
minimum. I think minimum 14.
I think you win a game by 14 points, and it wasn't like you got a touchdown in
Yeah.
garbage time. I feel like that's a convincing.
I
win.
think. I mean,
That's
even a
walking away with
2-score
it.
game is kind of like ugh, but like 17 points is convincing for
Yeah.
sure. I think
Yeah.
that's like definitively they're good.
Yeah.
17 points. 21.
I feel like if they win,
Oklahoma State game's gonna be a good game.
I feel like if they win by 14
Yeah.
and stayed
It's gonna be
up by 14 most of the game, I feel like that's a
I mean,
convincing. win.
Oklahoma State may be one of the best atmospheres. this
That
year.
might
could
be
be.
one of the
I mean,
highest scoring
It's
games.
never going to touch
we
the Iron
see.
Bowl. But
No.
nothing is.
It's gonna be a high scoring game.
But yeah, people, yeah, I find it funny. Michigan and Ohio State fans go, "Yeah, I don't even like them up there. They don't like, they don't say the name of their team." I'm like, "Yeah, that's some pussy shit. Go murder somebody that's on the opposite side."
Yeah.
We get 4 of those a year. Fuck off.
We had
That's
one-
why.
we
That's
had-
before the Iron Bowl.
We had
played.
Auburn, Alabama fans killing each other, and they weren't even playing each other.
Yeah.
It was just a loss.
Yeah.
Roll Tide. Oregon, UCLA.
That's a game of the week.
UCLA has a 1-point favorite, and holy shit, if Oregon wins that game, I think they can like salvage and be a decent team. If they lose, they're fucked.
That's a Chip Kelly too. Chip Kelly's coach for UCLA.
Yep. This is big.
I think
The game's at UCLA, I guess.
I'm calling it UCLA's winning it.
I don't know. I mean, UCLA's not that good, but I mean, they're
Hey,
better
they're
this year than they have
5-2.
been.
I said they were going to be a decent team this year.
Yeah, I mean, it was about time. It was kind of getting to the shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, it was. Year
Yeah.
3 or year 4, Chip Kelly.
Yeah, it was kind of like shit or get off the pot, dog. I mean, we got to make some moves here.
LSU, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is probably going to win that game.
Yeah, they're probably gonna win by like
Okay.
10 points, but
Hey,
it's a 9-point favorite. I didn't even see that.
hey, didn't I say the Florida game felt like a game that, or the LSU Florida game was a game that Dan Mullen could fuck up?
Yeah,
It felt like one of those
Yeah.
games. He fucked it up.
he
Really
fucking
did.
Orgeron's gone.
Not yet.
He's coaching out the year.
Well, I know he's
there,
coaching out the
but
year, but
It's just one of those rah we play out
no
for.
more Tiger.
Is this one of those rah we play for the coach now for the rest of the season,
Yeah.
or is
I don't
it like
think-
fuck this guy? When he tells you to go run sprints, you're like, the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, well, Schmidt coach.
The
I
fuck
don't
you gonna
know.
go
Did you
fuck a
see what Joe
23 year
Burrow had
old?
to say
Say what?
about
I heard
Orgeron?
something. But
he said like
he
you
wouldn't
know,
be where he's at without him.
yeah,
and-
he was pretty like that sucks. Like
Yeah.
hope he finds somewhere he's welcome.
yeah,
I don't know where. I think he's a.
he's 60. I don't think he's coaching again.
You don't think he's done? I
He's
was
got
gonna say.
$16 million and he's 60. I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah, I'd probably chill. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be a good assistant. Though. I think he's too much of a distraction.
He just Oh
As
yeah,
far
for
as
sure.
how like burly he is,
Yeah.
and like his personality is head coach or no coach.
Yeah, I was about to say
Exactly.
he would
He's
butt
not a good
heads.
fucking coach to begin with. Let's
Exactly.
just start there.
It's kind of like
He got his shot whenever Sark got fired, and it's just kind of ran from there.
yeah.
And he wasn't like a position coach.
It's kind of like when you
Was
have
he a position? I think he was just an assistant head coach at USC.
the way it feels is kind of like, you like you said with him being assistant coach. If you have like 2 quarterbacks, and one of them's been a leader and a veteran on the team for a few years, but the other one is
Kind of like the two Jalen thing.
or the Cam and Mac thing. It's like whatever the reason they got rid of Cam for, it was mainly because you can't have the most vocal guy in the locker room
Yeah.
be the backup while your young guy's trying to grow.
Yeah.
And like
They can't learn from
he can't be. And
Ray
then
Jones is playing some good football.
he's playing very good football. But I don't think he's going to coach again. Are you trying to tell me something? Or are you just laying?
I think Mac Jones is about to have a Justin Herbert year. He's on.
Hey, Justin Herbert might be one of the best quarterbacks in the fucking
Hey,
league.
listen.
He is right now.
So
I'll
like
say that.
Justin Herbert, he did pretty damn well.
I mean,
last
I'll
Justin
tell you the
Herbert.
top-
Yeah,
he did very good last year, but on a shit team.
I'll
Their
say-
team got built a little bit this offseason.
I noticed-
And now they're one of the better teams in the NFL. And then Mac Jones here, he is putting up good numbers.
Your top
Pretty
5 list is probably Pat Mahomes, Herbert, Brady.
good. Pat Mahomes looks like shit this year.
Well, but we know how
Brady
talented he is.
definitely number one.
Well, I'm talking about like currently like talent, like playing.
It's definitely
level.
Tom Brady, and I don't understand it. And I'm like not one of those guys that's like a Tom Brady dick sucker.
Hey, bro, get his dick out your mouth.
But yeah, let me tell you real quick. I don't understand how the hell Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time, and like
Still doing it.
still the best, and he's the best playing the game currently.
It's the
When you got
brain.
Ben Roethlisberger that was like top tier quarterback for so
He got
long,
caught in the
he's
bathroom.
clearly fallen off. Drew Brees had great career.
What did you just say, kid?
I said he got caught in the bathroom, ruined his career.
Great. I mean, you got Drew Brees that had a great career and then had a bad season. You know the way it ended.
Well, yeah. Well, his
These
shoulder
veteran
was
quarterbacks, they
shredded.
just start going down at the end. Eli Manning had like 4 good years and then shit for the next 5.
Brady's only the 3rd ranked quarterback in fantasy, so
I don't give a damn about fantasy.
Who's number 1?
Let me tell you,
pro-
Pat
probably Pat.
or Lamar. I mean, Lamar's throwing down stupid ass numbers.
Josh has been doing pretty good this past 2 weeks.
So here's the thing. I noticed last year Justin Herbert was going to be a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I first noticed it. I did not believe in him coming out of Oregon. I was like, fuck, I don't give a shit
Pat's
about
number
Justin
2.
Herbert. I started noticing. I was like, damn it, he's good. He's gonna be good. I think he's there. I think he may be the second best quarterback in the league right now.
Right now, yeah.
I mean, I got Tom Brady.
I see that.
I mean, Pat Mahomes is flashy. That's his thing. Justin Herbert is just like mechanically a good ass quarterback.
Right.
Yeah, and the thing is, I didn't think he was that good at Oregon. Like I thought he was kind of overrated. Josh Allen's number 1. Pat Mahomes is number 2.
We're still losing.
Hey, I want a fucking fantasy game. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk.
Oh, you want to talk about you want to look at my bench?
Let's get done with talking about.
Yeah.
LSU Ole Miss. I'm taking Ole Miss.
I'll take Ole Miss.
We're gonna go fast. Pittsburgh Clemson. Clemson sucks. I don't know. That's gonna be a close game.
Hey, Tennessee Alabama.
3.5. Yeah, I got.
Pittsburgh's winning that.
I mean, I got Bama winning by 30.
I mean, hey,
Getting the cigar ready.
you never know. Tennessee might keep it within 28.
They might sling some shit on the field in fucking Bama, so we'll see.
I think they just did it because it was Lane Kiffin, too.
Probably.
I mean, either way, it was wild.
San Diego State Air Force 6-1. I'm gonna go with the upset Air Force.
I don't know. San Diego State's
Support the
kind of
troops, baby. Do you hate the troops?
Favorite by
I'll go
3.
with Air Force just because you said that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Favorite by 3.
UTSA, first time they're
University of Texas San Antonio versus. Bro, people say that.
I've never heard it. It was funny. I'm not making funny. I thought it was hilarious. I've never heard it.
Louisiana Tech. I don't know shit about either one. I don't know how UTSA is
Let's go with
7-0, but I'll take a
They're
7-0
ranked for the
team.
first time in their history.
I'll take a 7-0 team over 2-4 any day.
Ohio State, Indiana. Ohio State is running away with that one. They're probably going to cover 21 in the first half.
That's kind of fucky because I hate Ohio State. I
Kinda
don't think they're the number 5 team.
If they went out, they are.
What?
If they went out, they are.
I mean, who they gonna beat? Michigan. Yeah. Well.
Michigan will find a way to fuck that game up.
Yeah.
Who they got left? Who's Ohio State got left? Let's
I'm
talk
trying to
about
find their schedule.
it. I mean, fucking Oregon. I mean, they may not be that good. And then again,
Ohio
I mean,
State's
everybody can
schedule
lose. Anybody can
is-
lose anytime.
especially early in the season.
Penn State,
I thought Alabama was the greatest team to ever be this year.
Penn
And I
State,
was wrong.
Nebraska, Purdue, Michigan. The rest of their schedule is a ranked game except for Nebraska.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, let's see if they win out. Maybe they are the 5th best team. We'll see.
USC, Notre Dame.
I'm taking.
That's gonna be a fun game to
Notre
watch.
Dame.
Notre Dame.
It's going to be a low score.
I love
game.
Notre
I would
Dame.
for sure take the under on that game, though. Whatever the under is, I'm taking it.
What, Notre Dame USC?
Yeah. Notre Dame's like they're kind of like Iowa. They're just going to live and die off their defense.
Fucking hate Iowa.
Iowa.
Hey, man.
Hey, shit happens, bro.
Shit does happen. But
when you don't get 4 interceptions in a game.
I text Jordan and I said I thought I was good. He was praying by him last week.
They had been balling out.
They
had
were.
been. They were getting. They had like 4. They were averaging like 4 interceptions a game.
I mean, really, it was just me talking shit. Actually, worked in my favor because I mean, like, I could have been just as wrong. You could have been just as right. If
for
they'd have
sure,
won.
for sure. Yeah, they just when you really take a step back and look at it, you're having to get 4 turnovers a game just win games, and the one time you don't, and then you also turn the ball over 4 times, it doesn't help.
Let's hold up just a second. Texas A&M may have one of the best logos.
The state with the ATM.
Yeah,
I do like that.
I like that. That shit looks good. I like that. That might be one of the better looking logos in college football.
I don't know. I think USC's probably one of them.
USC's got a nice one. Ohio State's ain't bad. I just hate Ohio State.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
But, I mean, Texas A&M's is kind of fire. Anyway, moving on. South Carolina, Texas A&M. Texas A&M's going to win that. South Carolina's ass. Always has been. Always will be.
Hey, they won a game last week.
I did. They
You
won
see
4
Shane
of them.
You see Shane Beamer was just fucking stoked they won last week.
Hey, who'd they play?
It
Dookie.
wasn't a very good team.
South Carolina State. A&T.
Yeah, they almost
Vandy, bro. 21-20.
Yeah, they almost fucking lost. Yeah,
Let's get it.
Wow.
dude, I like Shane Beamer though.
Send it.
When somebody said, "What was Georgia doing?" You know, kind of to mess you up or this and that, he goes, "Oh yeah, they just have a bunch of 5 stars. They just have a bunch of 5 stars." And they were like, "Have you seen that interview?
No.
It's fucking great." And he was like, "Oh yeah, you talking about the first round draft picks? Yeah, that's. Don't know what you really want me to do about them."
NC State, Miami. I mean, NC State by probably 20. Not 20, but at least 10.
They're favored by 3.5.
Yeah, I got 10 on it.
If NC State beats Miami convincingly, I think they win the ACC.
I got the over on them.
You think the over?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, NC State.
You're gonna have to hope.
Miami's dookie.
You're gonna have to hope NC State scores all those points by themselves. You mean over like they're gonna win over 3.5?
Mhm.
They're gonna cover the spread.
They're gonna cover.
Okay, I thought you meant over like total score.
What's the over? I mean the over under.
They don't have
53.
53.
Okay. Oh yeah, 53. Yeah,
They're.
you'd have to hope for NC State to score 50.
Yeah, I mean it may be like 35-0.
Yeah, that's probably like 35-14, something like that.
Yeah.
ACC's not showing a whole lot of separation this year. Dude, nobody's really separating themselves in the ACC.
Okay, we'll take the under on that because that's Miami can't score, but NC State's gonna win very convincingly in my opinion.
I can guarantee you Auburn's not losing this week.
Yeah, that's a good bet. Throw that down. Put some
Hey.
money on
What if Auburn won out?
it.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude.
What if they did?
They're not going to.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Bama on the schedule.
Is Auburn ranked again? Yes, they are. All the way up to 19.
They just beat a ranked team. Do
Yeah.
you think NC State's better than Auburn? They got their shit kicked in by Mississippi State.
Who did?
NC State.
Oh, they did? Mm.
Yeah.
Well, they play Ole Miss next week.
There's a lot of frauds in the top 25 this year. And like,
Hey, that Ole Miss Auburn game might be a fun game to watch.
it's gonna be.
It's going to be a fun game to watch.
It's gonna
Let's listen to some voicemails.
Let's hear these voicemails.
Call the number at 205-386-0889. Leave us your voicemail. You can text us. This is our guy Bloom. He calls in every week. Sounds like we got a hell of a story. He left us 3
So I'm going to
voicemails.
start with this one, and we're going to make our way up the list here. Let me mute our mics real quick. Oop. Okay.
I'm just getting fucking fan.
Hey fellas, drinking beer in my garage. It's Friday. First off, I want to give an apology to the listeners out there. I know you tuned in for college football talk, and I talk about the Colts a lot. But honestly, this is how it goes. Colts lose on Sunday, and then I need someone to vent to immediately. And who's available? The podcast. So that's what normally happens. And I'm going to continue doing it. So don't take it as like an honest apology. It's still going to happen. Having said that, I listened to the podcast from this week, and Joyner, I think you're confused. I never said Michigan was better than Auburn. Like, I don't know if you listened to any of the argument that y'all had me on for, any of the original debate, but I never said Michigan was better than Auburn. I just said they were going to have a better record. And what you said was spot on. I think we will go 8-4. We'll probably lose to Ohio State. I think we're going to play just good enough to save Jim Harbaugh's job, and I think we will have a better record at the end of the year than Auburn. We're already 2 wins ahead of them. I do think we're going to lose a couple games down the stretch. Like, there's no doubt. You look at the schedule we got, it's a murderer's row. You got Penn State coming up, Iowa. We may lose to Indiana. I don't know. And then Ohio State. If we beat Ohio State, this whole argument's mute. I don't care what kind of bet we have. I don't give a shit. We beat Ohio State. The season's a success. You should give Harbaugh his job back. He has proven that he can beat Ohio State. I don't care. Having said that, I do think that we will have a better record than Auburn at the end of the year. I'm willing to gamble whatever you want to gamble. We're already up 2 on them. They look dysfunctional. And really my whole thing, what I called last Sunday, was a win is a win. You don't care how you get it. You don't care who's it against. LSU looks like garbage. I love that Ogeron, but I think he's got to go over there. And I think you could make the argument. I'm not saying, one way or another, but I think you could make the argument that a win at Nebraska, it's the biggest game that they had in their entire life, prime time, since like the 80s. A win at Nebraska, yeah, a primetime game compared to Death Valley, yeah, I think you can make that argument. I think you can make. Hey, fellas, sorry I burped in the last voicemail at the end of it. That's something. Anyways, back to what I was saying. yeah, okay, we played it. If you look at the actual, like, box scores of the last games Nebraska's played and watched them, they actually played pretty much everyone who they've played close. And then, you got the primetime game at Nebraska. All those motherfuckers come straight out of the corn, straight to the stadium and flock it. Yeah, I would say you could compare that to a down LSU year where it's just, it's just another Saturday at LSU. I mean, yeah, I think you can compare that. And look, the argument has never been Michigan is way better than Auburn or Michigan is a better program. Like, historically speaking, yes, we've kicked the shit out of Auburn historically. But as far as where the programs are right now, I would say even though we're ranked ninth, even though, so far this year we're undefeated, no, Auburn as a program, at least recently, is way above us, but our record is going to be better than Auburn's at the end of the season. I still believe that. That was the argument from the beginning. I think Joyner took that as me saying that Michigan is a better football team than Auburn. If Michigan faced the schedule Auburn would face, I think it would probably be probably close, but I think we probably have 2 or 3 losses at this point in the year. So, that's my spiel on it. But anyways, on and up. Let you guys go. Enjoy the podcast. Take care. Hey, fellas, it's Bloom. I want to apologize in advance. I'm calling for like the 3rd time in an hour, but I'm listening to the podcast. And Joyner said something that really triggered me. Bathroom attendants. I fucking hate them. I hate them with a passion. And let me tell you why. Okay? It's usually some dude, he's in a suit. You're at the bar, you're shit canned, you already lose some money. And then the motherfucker, like, you go to wash your hands after pissing, and he's like, oh, let me wash your hands for you. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm a grown man. I can wash my own hands. Like, no, I don't want a motherfucking peppermint. I don't want a piece of gum. Get out of my face, dude. And then he won't even ask for consent. He'll just fucking spray that cheap-ass soap all over your hand and start washing your hands for you. And it's like, dude, stop. Like, now I'm obligated to tip you because I was a bartender once at the VFW. Shout out Post 5709. But like, now you're doing a service I'm obligated to tip you, and I feel bad, but dude, just get out of my face. I can wash my own hands, man. Or not, if I feel like not washing my hands. I mean, your dick is the cleanest part of your body. So what the hell? But I really can't stand bathroom attendants, and they're like, this is how I quit it. Bathroom attendants that are dudes are like the OnlyFans, are like the strippers, of women. Like, nothing good's gonna come of it. It's just a trailer full of kids that they're going home to. But I'd love to get your guys' take on that. Anyway, sorry for calling so much, but take care. I love the show.
Okay.
Wow,
We'll start with
monster amount to unpack.
You lost me at the end there. Bathroom attendants, I feel like, are cool as long as
I
they
hate
don't
bathroom
force.
attendants. I've been to
No, I
bars
mean, the
where
guy
there's
trying to wash
bathroom
your hands, that's
attendant.
kind of fucking
Yeah,
weird.
if
And
you're washing your hands,
here's
but
the
if he's
thing.
like, here's a towel,
No, because they expect a tip.
Yeah.
And
throw them a couple bucks, bro.
here's the problem I got with that. I always wash my hands when I go to the bathroom at the bar. 10 out of 10 times, if there's a bathroom attendant, sometimes I will walk straight out and not wash my hands because they're there.
No.
Now I'll tell you this: the first time I walked into the Coyote Ugly, there was a bathroom attendant at Panama City, and I didn't know I was supposed to tip him, and I just used all his shit and then walked the fuck out, and I was like, "Oh, you're supposed to tip him?"
Felt like a cock mag, didn't you?
I didn't tip him because I didn't give a fuck. I don't know why. Why would you spend your night standing in the bathroom, you fucking psychopath?
Some people like it. Bro.
What a bum.
Now,
What a fucking bum.
Now, the thing I liked about the guys, he was keeping the bathroom clean on a bar in Nashville. Like, that's got to be a hell of a
Probably
job.
because people
Apparently
walk in
it
and
didn't
walk
work.
right back out because they didn't want to piss in front of somebody that's going to wash their hands for them.
I've
That's
seen
why
more
it's
of
so
them
damn
since
clean.
COVID, though.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot more of them.
He was throwing coffee grounds on the piss. Like,
That's kind of fire.
yeah. So you didn't smell like piss.
I
and
mean,
it
keeping it
was-
spruced up. I like it.
he kept it clean, bro. Hey,
I
what,
feel
if we've
like-
learned
I
one
feel
thing
like
about
the
me,
bar you went in and the bar Bloom's talking about, that's two different.
yeah,
bathroom
for sure,
attendants.
probably. But if we know one thing about me in bar bathrooms, is I can appreciate a good bar bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, you won't take a shit. I mean, you're going to take a shit.
I'm not taking a shit in a bar bathroom. I mean, if it's coming, it's coming, and I'll hover if I got to. But you know,
I will shit my pants. Like I've said this before I hover over a fucking bar
Sit in the
toilet.
floor and shit 'em before he shits in
I'll
a
sit
bar.
right in the floor and spray shit out of the seams of my britches before I fucking hover and shit onto a
Here's
bar.
the poop part of the
toilet.
podcast. Big poop podcast.
Oh,
Hey,
Telling you like it is.
that's tough.
Yeah, I mean,
That's tough.
that's
Wow.
tough.
Well, that was fun.
Back to the Ohio State, fucking Michigan
Michigan.
Auburn thing about the records. I think you mentioned that you think Michigan's gonna have better records than Auburn 300 times. I mean, we'll see. I'm ready for y'all to make a bet. I did ask Jordan while the
Mike's from you.
mics were muted if he would get a tattoo on his
Just
ass. He
not.
refuses.
Just not.
I've called him a pussy for this. Christian said he'd do it. I'm pretty sure Kent would do an ass tat for a bet.
It's not visible.
What do you think?
Oh, look,
Kent,
It's possible. It depends on how big
As-
of a bet it is.
if over something this small, I'm not gonna get an ass tat. And also,
I just
if
think if the content.
if we
you
made
would at least sell it on the podcast, they would be so much better. But
Do you know
Okay.
how many times Zach shows off his ass tattoo? Everywhere he goes.
dude, Chuck shows his shit off too.
Yeah.
He's
Look,
got the shocker.
think
He's
about
got
it.
the
No, think about what you just said.
No, but see, that's not. See that you're saying
Nobody
kinda
has
fucked
to
up,
know
like-
you have
What
an
you're
ass
saying?
tattoo.
Yeah, you call him. You're
No, I'm saying he's got the shocker, like Chuck.
No, you're saying like it's fucking Chuck and it's fucking Zach.
No,
I
I'm
understand
saying
what
he's
you're
got the
saying.
shocker and Zach's got a donkey.
It's
That's
funny.
what I'm saying.
That's funny. That's funny. Like, dude, you got to live a little
It's
bit.
funny,
You're
but I
so
don't want to.
self-conscious.
You're saying
Like,
it's
who's gonna
fucked
walk
up.
around
I
and pull your
just-
asshole out and be like, "Look at
Hey, you got any ass tats?
I
I wanna
might,
see
hey,
your ass
you don't know
tat.
who I show my chili ring to?
I mean, I hope you don't get your asshole tattooed, but like, dude, you see anybody with an ass
Oh, like if it
that's
was
kinda
if it was
funny.
something bigger, like if it was a bigger like something big, I don't know, like a bigger bet than just like who's gonna have a better record, my team or your team. Then yeah.
How
but-
about if they play in the bowl game?
Oh, okay. Now, if they play in the if that but works out, they play in a bowl game. I'll get a tattoo. It's not gonna be like I'm not gonna like a dick or something on my. On my
No, I know,
Yeah.
but
It's a tattoo I
I
have
see
to
what
prove.
you're
of.
saying now. I see what you're saying.
Listen.
The criteria for the bet wasn't big enough.
Exactly.
I,
Hey,
understand. I thought you were
yeah.
saying you'd never get a
No.
ass tat. I got you now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
There
It's
you go.
just
There
I'm
you
not
go.
gonna get a tattoo over whose
back
team's
on
gonna
the-
have better
okay.
record.
We're back on
If
the
it
same page.
happens,
I get Southern Creek logo. This
no.
part of the fish.
If it happens,
I'll get the fish.
you get not a tiny one, but not a big one, about like that big, a Michigan M
That's what I
on
was
your
hoping
ass.
not for, but again, I guess it
A
wouldn't.
Michigan M on your ass, and Bloom, if he loses, he's get the
gets an
Auburn
AU,
logo.
yeah.
He gets the AU on his ass.
This is like, I love this. Bloom call us,
if
obviously.
Bloom's
and
okay
tell
with it,
us.
I'm okay with it.
I bet if you would have called Bloom when he called in, he'd 100% been down for it, buddy.
He said, no, Bloom would have just said, let's go get it right now.
I just hope that the stars align. That's all I got to say.
If they do, then yeah.
Because there's chances. It could be the Outback Bowl. It could be the Orange Bowl. Not the Orange Bowl, but the Capital One Bowl.
If they do, then yeah.
I love this.
But
Me
over
and Michigan will lose some
now,
games,
now
Yeah,
over
I mean, they're going to make a bowl.
now over a record, I'll just
I
look
got
at,
you.
I can do like a hot wing challenge.
I'm on the
Yeah,
page where you
yeah,
got it. I got you.
yeah.
I wasn't understanding why you weren't down for it,
Picking up
but I
what
got
you're
you
putting
now.
down,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, like I said, if
The criteria,
the bet
it's
had
all
to be
about-
the thing, how it would have to be a bigger deal than just who's
Understand.
God, I hope
I
Auburn and
understand.
Michigan play this year.
I understand exactly what you're
Amazing.
saying.
Yeah.
Be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube and hit the notifications.
I know you're watching it right now. You haven't subscribed to it yet. There's the buttons like right. It's right underneath this video. You can just go click it.
And then hit the little bell thing right beside it.
Let you get notified when we post.
Call us at 205-386-0889. And go to Instagram at the third room. at _ the third room _ and the Twitter at third pod. And go to southerncreekclothing.com and buy yourself a sticker or 10. Use code 3 capital RD for 25% off your order. They
25?
25.
Fuck me, I fucked that up.
Wow.
It's 20.
20% off your order. They have revamped the website.
Stay in school, kids.
Hurricane's a hell of a
We're
drug.
gonna do a drug tier like chart.
For sure. Next week.
We're gonna get some
Yeah, I'm
poster
down.
board or something.
Next week I'm down.
Yeah.
I think we need to get a dry erase board that we can do. Like,
That's what
all
I
the
was
time.
And it's gonna
Yeah.
be in 3 categories.
Yeah,
And then you go hard, like middle tier, and then like shit you don't touch.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
We could actually. Okay, we'll talk about it in a second. Thanks for listening.
That's the third room.
My